stuff right there.
At least he's not
Wasn't
as big
expecting
as
it.
Mike can be sometimes.
What's that, Mets?
At least Matty's not as big of an a-hole as Mike can be sometimes.
I think that was kind of like the whole him coming in here is like he put himself out there, and I thought that was pretty big of him. That's cool, man.
So we won't amend the fence with him at least.
We won't see that. We won't see that from the other side.
Well, no. I mean, listen, I had an option. I had an option to bring it in or not bring it in.
Yeah,
but the beef had nothing to do.
They never did. Yeah,
had nothing to do. He's not the villain in the story, So
yeah,
it's definitely cool of him that he popped in the same one. That's definitely cool.
Yeah,
but it was never anything negative on his side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we never made it about that. So it was definitely big of him to call in for sure. Definitely cool.
Unexpected.
Yeah, definitely.
6-4-3.
So we're in the top of the third. Trevor Story had 5 RBIs yesterday. He really did a number on us.
I can't see any of the chat. Is anybody here? I saw that Red was here, I think. Red, what up? I think I saw another chat. Oh, my buddy's here.
GPM in the house.
Yeah, what up, GPM? Buddy.
Travel day tomorrow, and then they're off to Kansas City.
Matt Smith had a question.
Matthew, what up, Matthew? That was another one.
How's your tush?
How about I use him as TP for it?
Whoa!
Hey-o.
Shots fired at Matt Smith.
I like it, Matt. That was good.
Matt's coming. Matt's bringing some fire.
Is he threatening me?
No, I mean, I think he's threatening me with a good time.
And a great Cornelio.
Don't forget, GPM's in the house too.
Uh-oh.
GPM's here for Mets. That's what I heard.
What up, Red?
Because yes, he's threatening you. He's threatening you with a good time. That's the threat.
I need TP for my bungo. I wasn't a big fan of Beavis and Butthead.
I was in the time I was. I grew out of it pretty quick though, but I had a good year or so where I was doing those voices on a regular basis. Me and my cousin just back and forth.
Okay.
Especially that one, Mets.
Can't believe Trevor Story, man. The guy's hitting 221, had a day yesterday. Now he gets a Jazz Chisholm, throws it wide. Great, Jazz. Thanks.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, Mac.
Now,
so, ground ball third base, Jazz Chisholm grabs it. Hold up, man. He grabs it, turns, fires way wide at first. So we're gonna have
he better just keep that in his pocket.
Well, no. There's no reason why he shouldn't have made that throw. He grabbed the ball, spun around, turned and fired, and threw it in the stands. Well, I don't know if it went in the stands, but the guy went to second base.
Even if he did set his feet and throw it, by that point it had been too late because they just rewarded Rafal with an infield single and advance on E5.
Oh, I don't know if it should have been. I don't know. It looked like he had time, and he did. He just like the spin move, like you catch the ball and then you spin and throw.
Mm-hmm.
He released the ball at not on time. I think it was a little late, and that's why it went wide.
You know that Philly Fanatic fan Austin Lalver?
The Philly fan who?
He's a Facebook guy. His name is Austin Lalver.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Basically, he's an overkill Philadelphia fan, but he has these negative reactions every time the Phillies do bad. And And either the Mets, the Yankees, or whoever do good. But I don't know. And it's like he's on the cusp of crying almost every time.
Passionate fan. Well, he went.
Any team other than the Phillies, he starts blubbering like a you-know-what.
Well, Mets, like, my suggestion is when you run into people like that, you just tune them out.
Or play along.
Can't have a rational sports conversation. You
How
know,
about
the
that
whole Homer thing. What's that?
How about just play along with the joke and then rib them?
Well, you could do that too. No, but I'm talking about like I mean, I never do the Homer thing. I mean, I have a rooting interest, but I still call it how I see it, good or bad. But like for instance, what I really mean is there's a similar guy that's a Red Sox fan that every day he just posts nonstop about Aaron Judge. Like the jealousy and the hate on Aaron Judge is ridiculous. And it's like, well, why are you even talking about him? What the hell was that? Matt says Soto sucks, and his batting average is lower than Mets' weight. Mets, how much do you weigh?
209.
209. I think Soto's a little bit. He's hitting better than 209. What up, Chris? Cheers and beers for the homie. They got a microphone on Jazz Chisholm. The last thing I need to do is listen to Jazz Chisholm talk in the game. Strike three got him. That'll do it for the top of the third. So I think it's an error. So no runs, no hits, one left on the error.
I just can't believe the truth is back. It's not
Why not?
It's not going to be his hard truth.
Is that no way? Soto's only hitting 178? No.
No, that's Giovanni Soto. Juan Soto, on the other hand.
Well, he specified Juan Soto.
Then his info is out of date. He's hitting 244.
Soto went 3 for 3 today with 3 walks. So he got on base all 6 times, scored 3 runs. Alonso 3 for 6 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. McNeil 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Mets hit 6 homers today. Man, that would have been a fun one to be a Mets fan.
Yep, Pete guys batting average back over 300.
Soto's hitting 244.
Which shows what little Matthew knows.
Wow, the only Met hitting over 300 is Pete Alonso at 301. Wow.
Not by much.
Lindor's at 283. Wow.
Outside of them, the only other regular Met that hits around that spot, hits anywhere close to those numbers, would be McNeil at 257, even though they platooned him.
Oh, Alonso's got 61 RBIs already. That's great.
Yeah, better pace than he was on last year, mostly because he was hacking everything, right?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. I was distracted.
Well, granted, Alonso's hitting at a much more consistent clip this year than he was last 2 years because he was basically chasing everything.
Well, Soto's presence. I mean, Soto's average is, according to Matt Smith, 178. Oh no, or 023. But he does draw a walk. He still draws a lot of walks. He still gets on base, right? So when you get guys on base, you got to pitch more carefully. You don't want to get a second guy on base. Gives him better pitches to hit. I mean, Juan Soto's presence helped Judge last year, 100%. But Judge is still doing his thing without him. But, you know.
Soto's actually leading the league in walks.
That's what he does. Great hitter. There's no two ways about it.
Just it takes him a bit to get out of the shell, right?
He might not be the best teammate, but he's still a great player.
Should the Knicks run it back with a new coach next season or no?
What do you mean?
Run it back with the same core, but a different coach.
Excuse me. That's a tough question. I'm going to say no on its face. Scar grounds out to first for the first out. I'm going to say not running back because, well, I would like to see this team if they weren't running to the ground.
Well,
you know what I mean? With the minutes.
Blame that on Thibodeau's lack of empathy.
No, it's no. I think it's lack of trust.
Well, that and lack of empathy for injured players. Max.
It's just lack of trust. Like you don't want your bench guys to play. If you're not going to play you guys on the bench, you shouldn't have them on your roster.
True.
I mean, you should have like 9 to 10 guys. You should have a minimum of 9 guys, if not 10 guys, playing every night.
Almost every night he chose to play 8, and in some cases 7.
Yeah, not good. And you do that over and over and over. Eventually, you tread on the tires. No bueno.
Well, whoever takes over next year will not be running this team into the ground.
Are you talking about the Knicks? Are we talking about the Knicks? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good with Kidd? I heard Kidd is one of the big ones that they're talking about getting. I wasn't so excited about that, but I don't know. What do you guys feel? Jason Kidd?
He was only on the team for 1 year as a player, and then they shipped him out because they were trying to restructure for everything.
Yeah, I just don't feel like you're going to replace that with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if you're going to replace something that's getting you to the playoffs every year, it needs to be something that's going to get you the championship next year, not somebody that's going to bring you backwards and then maybe forward.
Mike Malone has been my choice.
Yeah, Mike Malone, I could see that, but Jason Kidd, no.
Granted, in Malone's case, he's just basically Thibodeau light.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Smash to the shortstop or third base. Looks like a shortstop. Great catch. Third baseman. Third baseman was basically playing shortstop. He laid out, dive and catch, robs Ben Rice of a hit.
Which is basically everyone's complaint with Mike Malone. He may not be as hard a taskmaster as Thibodeau, but with how lazy defensively Brunson and Cat are, you need someone harsher to hold them accountable instead of sweeping the problem under the rug like Thibodeau did.
Or changing players and expecting a different outcome. You know what I mean? If you still allow that in your system, it's going to happen.
True.
Mets, you have an Oculus?
No, I do not.
Oh, all right.
Wouldn't that be funny if Mets was in there with us?
Dude, that'd be dope, man. If you'd end up getting one, let us know, because, yeah, we're always trying to play.
Those things are expensive.
Matt says, Mets, are you unintelligent? Mike Malone sucks as bad as the Mets.
Screw you, you little troll.
Who's your pick, Matthew? If the Met or if the Knicks were picking for new quarter or a new coach, who are you picking? I'm not saying that you're wrong. I don't know enough to say one person's wrong or not. I just think that Jason Kidd is a bad decision because just because he played doesn't mean he knows how to coach. A lot of coaches aren't ex-athletes, and they're really good at what they do because they've been doing it for years. Not playing, coaching.
He wants Johnny Bryant from the Cavs. He says Jason Kidd is garbage.
Yeah, me too.
It is garbage.
Yep. You want who from the Cavs? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Who was
Johnny
it from
Bryant.
the Cavs?
Johnny Bryant.
Okay. Is he available? Or is that like a hope?
An hope?
Is he available, or is that just a hope?
He may be available.
Everyone's available.
Because the Suns chose Jordan Ott over him.
Well, it's like if you get offered a promotion, they have to let you accept it if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Like you're taking another team's head coach, but if you offered if you're just an assistant and someone offers you a head coaching job, I don't think the team could hold you as the assistant.
Seriously?
Okay. Even if you're under like a 4-year contract or 10
if you're
years,
being
I don't know.
offered promotion, that's the whole thing. It's promotion.
Okay. That makes sense. What were you saying, Matt?
They're making a handheld Xbox now. What took them so long to build this damn thing?
I heard, are they coming out with a PS6?
Don't know.
All I know is I have the original Nintendo, the retro one that has all the games on it. That's so much fun, dude. Just like brings me back.
You still always want to shoot the dog?
Oh yeah, that never changes.
What, the Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, Duck Hunt. Yep.
How dare you?
That mutt.
Never heard of pup. Well, unless it was a savage pup. But it says, yeah, offense and defensive coordinators get promoted to head coach all the time. Yeah, but what I'm explaining to him was that, let's just say the Jets wanted another offensive coordinator. The guys on the contract, he'd have to be let go by that team. But if they wanted to hire that offensive coordinator to become the head coach, then they'd have to let him go if he chose.
Yeah, that wouldn't be their option. Is
like you can't move laterally. You can't move laterally without obviously the team's permission.
So how does that work? Does that like get rid of your contract? Like they don't owe you any money?
Yeah, right. Contract's just contract is null and void. It just ends.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm saying a team could decline. A team could decline when you want to talk to a head coach. I believe they could decline it if it's a lateral move to speak to them. But if it's a promotion, I don't think they have a choice.
Oh, okay. All right.
It says all Xboxes are handheld. I think he's more talking about like a Switch, right? Nintendo Switch. Xbox is a console, no?
Yeah.
Unless it means like the controller. He's talking about the controller was handheld? Like all of them?
It's a new handheld Xbox called the ROG Xbox Ally or something.
Which is like a Game Boy for like all of us older guys. It's like a Game Boy, but it's Xbox, right?
Aaron Judge just runs a long way.
Switch design.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Aaron Judge just ran about 30 yards. No, maybe 20 yards. To make a catch.
You can still pull it to the TV, right, Mets?
What?
So you could still pull it to the TV like the Switch does?
I think this is more set like a Switch Lite.
Oh, okay. All right.
From what I managed to see of it, and like, did you catch Money in the Bank last night, Sean?
I didn't.
Well, you're not a wrestling fan anymore, right?
I still like it, but no, I don't. I definitely don't watch regularly. I get more into it because I listen to you guys talking about it. It makes me hype on wrestling again.
Sure. I watch everything, but I watch it all in fast forward. Like I don't watch 20-minute matches. I fast forward to the last 3. I don't need to see the back and forth. You know, like I've seen it.
They're a lot long. I maybe it's just because I'm older now and I have less patience, but I feel like the matches are so much longer now than they were. Like people actually tapped. Like you could get somebody to, a 3 count in like 3 or 4 minutes, or maybe like 20 minutes at the most. Now you have like hour-long matches where it's like almost tap and then he doesn't tap, and then next guy does it and then they don't tap, and then the other guy almost taps, and they just go back and forth so much, and it's like like I get it. You're making money because it's how much time you're making for your pay-per-view or your show or whatever.
They're called false finishes, and they happen a lot to generate intrigue in the match. Like, oh, is this pin going to be the one that does it? I mean,
Right.
you could watch if I'm watching a match and I know enough to know, like if it's like a big match, right? Two top guys. If I'm 10 minutes into the match and somebody hits him with a finishing move, I already know that he's going to kick out at two. I already know. So I go to like time limits,
Is that
and
always, has it always been like that? Or is that?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I tell all the other wrestling fans, like, I've seen this movie before. I can tell you who's going to win most of the time. I can tell you how this story is going to play out. I'm right more than I'm not because it's repetitive. It's not like reinventing the wheel. So it's just seeing something constantly to where you just know what's going to happen.
And I've been I know not everybody agrees with me, but I feel like the costumes back in the day and the storylines were way better. And we've kind of like, it's like almost like they have too many characters to where like they can't come up with cool new storylines for these guys and give them cool costumes. Like
Same
they're
thing.
just like, he's wearing, oh, that's Sean. He's got flip flops on and like a backwards hat. That's me, dude. Like that's me on a regular basis. But that doesn't mean that should be my character. My character should be something dope. Like
the New Gen era was the worst era I've ever seen in wrestling. I actually stopped watching for a period.
Like they got Jake Paul in there now, dude. Like, and his outfit's terrible, and he's terrible. Jake Logan. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Logan Paul. That's what it is.
No, but he is really good.
But I hate his outfit.
Yeah, I am. All right, the headband. Well, he's got yellow pants, tights on. But listen, this kid picked it up. He is ultra athletic. He picked up wrestling like that. Like he's like
I'm not a hater of the Pauls. Like you do what you got to do to make money. But I just feel like his character could have been so much cooler, especially with his athleticism.
He's limited, right? His character development's limited because he is a self-made YouTube star with all the money that he made from all the stuff. You can't just bring him into wrestling and all of a sudden he's a different guy. That's how the whole world knows him before he got into wrestling. So he's got to kind of stay in that lane. And like he's a natural bad guy because of his YouTube success. Coming in as the social media guy. Nobody wants that. So he's
like
a natural bad guy.
I think Roman Reigns is cool, but I think there's another guy. He's like taller than him. He hangs out with Mysterio's son and some chick and
Damian Priest.
Yeah, dude, I hate his character. He looks like a roadie from like a Aerosmith or Guns N' Roses band. Like, why? Like, he could have been so much cooler as a character, and you're making him a main person.
Well, what do you want him to wear? Like, what do you want him to wear?
I don't know. Any of the characters from the past were cooler. Like,
what do you want him to wear? Like a Matador outfit?
No, but I would do that. That's fine. But like, no, like I liked Sting, I liked The Undertaker, I liked Yokozuna, I liked British Barber Beefcake. I think we talked about it. Who's the guy with the birds?
Coco Beware.
Beware.
I was a big fan of him. Like Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Like
all he had was a leopard print tights, leopard print underwear.
But he did cool stuff. He didn't just stand in the ring tall. I don't know. I was never a Damian Priest fan. I like a lot of different characters, but I just feel like his character was weak, and they made him a main guy. Or the German guy who he wears like regular, like
Gunther.
Gunther. Like what? He's terrible. And he's like one of the top guys. Like you couldn't find anybody better than that. Like he doesn't even look like he's in that much of good shape. He's just tall.
They brought back the Stanley Pop.
Who? He brought back the Stanley Cup?
No. You know how Animal Planet for a few years was doing that Puppy Bowl BS during the Super Bowl weekend?
Oh, okay.
Well, now they've got one for the Stanley Cup called the Stanley Pop. Where they basically just bring a bunch of puppies and put them in a spot and run. It looks like either a football field or a hockey rink and let them run around.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I know where a lot of pounds are. Does anybody know where, like, you can go get like like what is it called? Like if you wanted to adopt a child, do you know where your closest adopt a child place is? I know where my closest pound is. I don't know where any of the adopted children places are. There's comedians talking about it. Like, why don't we have like these kids come up on stage and they're like, hey, this is Regina and she knows how to do ballet and everything like that. And if you'd like to adopt her, that'd be cool. Nobody knows where an adoption agency is, but you know where your closest pound is, you know where your dogs are. Like, we pay more attention to that than like the children that need to be taken care of in this country. It's crazy. But I guess most people are more willing to adopt a dog than a child. But still, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting political. My bad. I'll leave that out. I'll stop.
What, adoption?
Yeah. Do you know where the adoption area is in your like the place where like while the kids are at? No, nobody does.
No, you just call.
Yeah, and most of the people end up. It's easier to adopt out of the country than it is in the country.
All right, look, it's not all right. So you don't go to a building and they just have like these kids like in cells.
No, I don't.
They're like, I go adopt them like a puppy.
No, but they're at a facility where they're housed, right?
No, they live in foster care, and they live with families until somebody wants to adopt them. Foster homes. You never heard of a foster home?
Yeah. No, yeah. I get that, but I just feel like it's easier. Like they push more on the puppy thing than they do on adopting a child, and that's a big crisis in our country as of right now, in my eyes. But anyway, like, I'm sorry. Let's stop. Politics is not a thing. Government, we're not doing that. My bad. I
mean, talking about adoption is not really politics.
Well, it's still something that somebody might be not feel comfortable talking about, and
that's true too.
So I that's all I'm saying. But yeah, that I feel like we don't do enough for the local kids that need homes, and we do a lot for a lot of other things. But I feel like that about a lot of stuff. So that's it.
But anyway, what I was telling you before the show started, that Bates Motel game, dude, not easy.
I want to start it from the beginning, like when nobody's done all the stuff already, to where I'm just like twiddling my thumbs, like pushing something, but I think I'm doing something and I'm not, because it's already
there's a lot of figuring out. Like, I'd love to see if you had the bandwidth to do it.
Dude, I you know what's funny is me and my buddies went to Vegas and we did the escape room. And the first room we're in, dude, we're sitting around all like, it's like a dinner table with all like, you know, when they go out to the Chinese restaurant or the Asian restaurant and they're sitting around and the things go crazy. So we're in that room and we're all standing around the table and we're like chatting and stuff. And eventually the guy's like, hey, are you guys going to start playing? We're like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, you've been going for like 20 minutes already. Like you're supposed to start like looking for clues. And I was like, dude, you didn't give us like
heads up.
I feel like you're supposed to give us an idea on what we're supposed to look for, not just like, hey, you're in a room, figure it out. Like, no, like, what is the there's a concept, right? And then you find from the concept. Like,
usually they're watching you on camera, and usually you could look in the camera and say like, hey, like a hint, give me a hint, and they'll announce it over the thing.
Yeah, none of that.
Tell you exactly what to do, but they'll say like, look for something like this. So now that's how they set you up. Because one clue leads to the second clue leads to the third clue, and so on until you get to the.
He was like, "Are you guys going to start looking for stuff?" And I was like, "What are we looking for? Like, I'm in the middle of this room for no reason. Like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I know we're supposed to be doing this box, like,
and then like,
are we looking for like a clue? Are we looking for a key? Are you looking for like what are we looking for? Nothing.
Exactly. No, like you look for something like, oh, that's a box, but it's locked with a key. A lot of them have padlocks on it, stuff like that. And you're like, oh, we've got to find a key. That's a box we got to open for sure. So you look for a key somewhere, and then usually that's the first clue.
Yeah,
One down
no,
here in the fifth.
you're frustrated.
Oh,
It's still fun.
Still
got
got
scared.
4 strikeouts in the top of the fifth. Just giving a little baseball update.
What's the score?
It's on the scroll at the bottom.
No. Well, not right now because we're here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Nice. We saw some cool hats, man. There was one that it instead of saying like the team, it says the player. Like there was a Judge one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a Yankees hat, but it said Judge across the top, or it said like his name through it. I also saw one which was really cool, which I want to get, even though I'm not a Dodgers fan. It was Brooklyn Dodgers. It said Jackie Robinson was like on the front of the hat. I was like, that's a dope hat. That is a super cool hat. I don't know. Just my thoughts.
What?
Murdoch seemed very not interested.
No,
Jackie Robinson hat.
no, I don't.
One
Yeah, no,
story.
I don't get.
Get something out of this, and he pops it up.
Who pops what up? Trevor Story?
Yeah.
Okay, the pitch hasn't been thrown yet on my screen. There it is. Now he pops it up.
And out.
It's going to bring up Sedane Raffaella. I feel like his name is backwards. Should be Raphael Sedane.
There.
So funny. He never sees the bat. He never sees the thing I put up. See it like down here under your face. I just wanted to see if he realizes it and then says it, but he doesn't.
Or he does. He's just ignoring it.
Bring him back when he gets back.
Why doesn't he put like a weird insignia up on the screen and just like leave us in suspense, like Mike Caputo? I know that guy's doing something behind the scenes, dude. There's no way. Yeah. There's no way you're doing that, and there's not something silly going on. But
what, should I just do the show like this?
I know there's something going on behind the scenes. That's all I'm saying. Do what you want to do, but all of us are going to make our assumptions.
3-1 count to the number 8 hitter. You hate to see it. Ooh, strike 2. That was borderline. Could have been ball 4 right there. But he gets the call.
I like the headband, man. Is that new? I feel like you weren't wearing that earlier.
The
Maybe you
headband?
were. Yeah.
My hat?
It looks like a headband right now. I can see your hair out of it. Oh, shoot. No, yeah, maybe it's just like a background, but like looks like there's hair coming out of the sides and the back.
That's the green screen.
Yeah. My bad.
No, I usually wear this during football season when I do football videos.
It looked like you had hair popping out of the top of it, and it was like one of those like those things. You know what I'm talking about, like the headband type things that they. He's like,
oh, it's what do you call it? A visor.
Yeah.
I have some visors, but they're weird.
No, the hat is dope, dude. You showed the front. Looks good. That's clean, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
There's a couple jet hats I like. Yeah, but I usually wear this for my jet football videos.
You know what's crazy? I went on that website where I found that Jackie Robinson thing. There was 0 Jets hats. 0. There was 0 Jets hats and 0 Devils stuff. But there was Mets, there was Yankees, there was all these other ones, different football teams. Jets were not even like, I went into the thing where it said pick a team, and there was no Jets. I was like, God, dude, like California is terrible, bro. Like we have no, like, I can't find a Jets thing out here to save my life. Like I have to literally, like, I have to buy a shit online if I want anything Jets. Like there's no like walking into the store. I wouldn't even in New Jersey. It was like mostly Giant stuff. There wasn't a lot of Jet stuff, and that was when I was back east. So I don't know. I feel like the fan base is there, but they don't sell shit anywhere. Sell stuff anywhere.
I get my stuff from Fanatics.
Yeah, but you figure if you were on the East Coast, you walk into like a sports store, you're gonna have a lot of Giants and Jet stuff. No, you're gonna have a lot of Jet stuff, Cowboys stuff, and the other teams that are like winning organizations. They still, even on the East Coast, you don't find a lot of Jet stuff. I have a Jets mask, and I couldn't even get it there. They had the Giants one, they had a bunch of other ones. They didn't have a Jets one. So I had to order it online, but I knew what I was looking for because I saw the other ones. So I ended up getting mine, but I couldn't even get it on the East Coast. It was like Jet stuff isn't sold anywhere.
Let's see how this looks. Yeah, gotta change this up here.
I gotta get going soon, man. I gotta play Uno with the family.
Are you going to be doing the other thing?
At some point. But if I get into the sooner I get into Uno now, then I have more free time later. You know what I mean?
Well, this game's halfway through, and we're in the middle of fifth. Boston just ties it up with a 2-run homer. Christian Campbell is 6th on the year. Wall scraper. Well, 2 or 3 rows deep down the line.
Can we do the 7th inning stretch early, just so that I can hear it?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am serious.
What'd you say, Mets?
He said I'm not serious, but I am. You actually can sing. You can sing like it's not like we got Lane Train coming in here and doesn't even know the words. Like you can sing and you know the words. It's actually pretty cool.
In the 5th inning? Are we good? You want to do a 5th inning stretch? Mets, you want to do a 5th inning stretch?
Sure, why not? If he's that desperate to go.
All right.
If I want to go, I'll come back. I have to do the Uno and do the family thing so that like this is okay. Otherwise, I get in trouble for this, for not being a part of the family stuff too. So I do. Right. I go back and forth. You know what I mean?
All right, just for Brother Mac there, we'll do the 7th inning stretch in the 5th inning just for Mac.
Thank you.
Grammy Award winning artist, Mets 2-1-2-8. Beautiful rendition of God Bless You.
If you don't like it, you know which finger I'm talking about.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
God bless the USA.
Yeah, hell yeah.
America.
America first.
You happy, Mac?
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
Thank
For
you.
letting-
Thank you, Matt.
No, Mets. Thank you. Seriously. Like, I know you didn't have to. You could have said no. So I appreciate it, man. And
Well,
I'll
we
be
play it every day. Mostly, like 95% of the time.
No,
Sometimes.
I know, but I would have missed it because I got to get out for a little while.
Yeah,
So
we
I
get
Met.
2 minutes.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back in the chat if you're still around.
See you in a little bit, bud.
I gotta go play Uno.
Uno. 0-2 count here to Grisham will one down here in the 5th. Matt, what's the matter? So intent.
I'm setting up a stream I'm doing on Tuesday night at the moment.
Yeah, you set him up
Yeah.
early.
I got to. I mostly commit myself to this sort of shit on Tuesday nights with NXT.
No, I'm saying you do it early.
Best to get ahead of the curve. Sometimes with baseball streams, I do them months in advance.
Wow.
Granted, those are more pick and choose. NXT, I'm mostly, on the other hand, I commit to it. Shows, play-by-plays, kids.
DJ LeMahieu drills one to right. That ball is high. It is far. And guess what, Mets?
It is gone.
It is high. It is far. It is gone. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
That is ripped into right. Back at the wall. See ya.
Schmidt swings at the first pitch and launches it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track, ball. See ya.
Wow, great play. Scara hits the ball to first base. It seems like something weird happened. Well, it went. Let me see this again. Ground ball by Scara. Great diving snag, Buddy Gonzalez at first base. Wow, he dove towards the foul line, snagged it, but it bounced off his glove, and he got up, ran, got it, and shovel passed it sidearm to the covering pitcher who caught it in stride well in time.
Well, I just found out my stove fan went dead on me. Either it's blocked or the power to it went out, and I don't know which one in the circuit breaker it operates. It's hooked up to.
Well, it can only be a few.
Yeah, the question is which fuse. My mom said she'd come down to look at it, and she hasn't come down over an hour. Ever since I called her.
Well, first thing, you go to the fuse box and you see if they're all facing one direction and there's one facing the other way, that's usually it.
Or one that's extremely loose.
Oh, if it's all the way to the right, it's on.
Well, in my case,
You might just want to go to the left and then start it back up to the right.
In my case, it's the opposite direction. If everything is on the left, it's on. If
Well, either way, all right. Okay. Look at all of them. They all should be facing the same direction. If one of them is the opposite, that's the one you're looking for. Right? So
the problem
and
is
every electrician writes them down. There should be a key.
Yeah, the problem is the key fell off the fuse box door, and it's probably buried under the Christmas tree.
You serious? It's not like glued on?
It fell off.
Wow. That sucks. Well, you're gonna have to get, like, if you get an electrician in the house and they could, like, magic marker next to everything or write it down by hand.
Yeah, that's gonna take hours to figure it out.
But in the meantime, either way, in the meantime, that's what you just go look. And if one is not the same as the others, that's what you gotta do.
Okay. Or just get the blade replaced. Right?
You said a blade?
It's either the fuse blew out during the power surge last night, or a blade's busted.
A blade in a stove?
Stove fan. It's one of those.
Ah, a fan. Okay. No, because there's only one. Like, you're talking about if one of the blades, the others would still work.
Or maybe they're both dead. I don't know. Broken. I don't know.
You probably just got to flick on that switch on and off. That's really it. Try that.
Teresa Hartenstein. SGA. 3-pointer, nope. Connell pushes. Caruso on him. Topping. Alburn for 3. Got it. I hate Adam Silver with how he writes the basketball scripts. Know what I mean?
Well, you think that's scripted? What are you talking about? The only thing that can really affect is the referees. Rafael Devers gets hit with a pitch, so he's on first. And Rob Refsnyder is now walking. First and second, nobody out. Come on, Rodon. What are you doing, buddy?
Other than being a dumbass.
He's got to get out of here because this will be his last inning. He's had 86 pitches. Nobody out. I don't think even if he makes it through this, I don't think they'd bring him out for the 7th.
True.
If he's at 96 pitches, I mean, what, for a batter too? I don't
They
know.
pulled McGill after 5 today for the Mets.
Why? How many pitches?
Around 80. Mostly because after the first 3 innings, he got himself into a bit of trouble and gave up a couple of runs. At least it's not Omar Narvaez. That guy sucked.
Narvaez is hitting 275.
Yeah, but this is Carlos Narvaez. Omar, on the other hand, was a piece of
Oh.
crap. He was a Met.
Oh, the White Sox. Isn't he a Met though?
We let him go last year.
Okay.
I mean, midway through in the early portion of last year because he wasn't being productive at the plate.
Are they related?
Don't know.
Two catchers named Narvaez? I'd say so. One count. Out of the way. So what'd you think of Naomi winning?
Don't really have an issue with it.
No, I do. Not happy at all.
I really thought Roxanne would get it, but it makes sense with how they're trying to push Naomi as the new big bad girl heel. And that's gone.
Damn, 3-run homer. The better Narvaez, 3-run homer.
That's number 6.
Hit batter, walk Ref Snyder, home run.
You wouldn't believe what Gilbert Arenas just said about Cat a few days ago. You know what he said?
Nope.
Quote, he's built like a girl. He has girl hips. He's like a full WNBA player. That's easy for the biggest draft bust in NBA history to say. No, wait, that's Kwame Brown. Never mind. Too late. Siakam gets a shot off, but too late. 6-point lead for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. I better double check it.
So 5-3 Boston. All the runs. Oh, I'll wait till he comes back. Carlos Rodon is not having a good day. Fernando Cruz comes in to replace him. So final line on Rodon: 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, gave up 2 homers. That's where all the runs came from. His ERA rises to 2.87. Man. That was just disgusting. You hit Devers, you walk Rob Refsnyder, and then you give up a 3-run homer. Unbelievable. Damn. It's like they give games away. Cruz, foul ball. Okay. So Fernando Cruz is on the mound now. It comes in with a 2.84 ERA, 25 in the third innings, 40% strikeout rate. That's good. Only 8%. Okay. High strikeout rate. He's been pretty good for the Yankees so far. It looks like Dellin Betances on the mound. Similar body type, similar delivery. Almost looks like him a little bit too on the mound. And he gets him down strike 3 on 3 pitches. So we got 1 away. So Rodon had a good first 4 innings, but he gave up a 2-run shot and a 3-run shot in the 5th and then 6th. So and 2-run homer was to the number 9 hitter. Those hurt when you those hurt. Here's Toro, an 0-1 count. Rip right field, base hit. It's going to get into the corner almost. Judge cuts it off. It's going to go for 2. Strong throw, but not in time. 1 out double for Toro.
After I found out what they did to it.
I'm sorry, say it again?
I have no interest in seeing that Lilo and Stitch remake after what I found out they did to it.
What'd they do to it?
Altered the ending.
Was there a ending that was supposed to be?
You've seen the original from 2002, right?
No. I'm an adult male. I don't watch those movies. I'm a heterosexual adult male. Sexually active.
It's more like a couple of misfits getting together and coming together. One's basically a little 5-year-old Hawaiian girl. The other is an alien. And that acts like a dog, though he has a bit of a mischievous streak. It's not that kind of movie.
Saw the joy in your face with that. Did you say a deaf girl?
No, 5-year-old Hawaiian girl.
Oh, okay.
Who's basically treated like a misfit because basically prior to the start of the series, of the movie, she's basically living with her older sister after their parents died in a mudslide.
Okay.
And she does things like people watching, doing various photography, watching monster movies, doing paranormal stuff is sort of a coping mechanism. Her sister, on the other hand, is trying to find a way to balance a stable job and maintain guardianship over her. Then one night, a genetic alien experiment comes crashing onto the island of Kauai, goes incognito as a dog, and is adopted by said girl and her sister. All the while, you have the scientists who created said experiment, a guy in the lower end of the galactic pecking order trying to help catch him under certain restraints, and various shenanigans ensue. But the theme of the film is all about family and how it's never to be abandoned or forgotten, that sort of thing. Know what I mean?
Okay.
However, they removed one character to serve as a bigger threat in the original from the equation entirely. Alter the ending to where one of the titular characters, the sister of one half of the titular duo, gives up guardianship to her next door neighbors of her sister. It just infuriates me that Disney would once again, instead of trying to go beat for beat to keep the message of family of Ohana intact, decided to throw it out the window for a more realistic setup. The outcome. Know what I mean?
Not really, but okay. You're speaking a foreign language right now for me.
Ohana is just the Hawaiian word for family.
Okay.
It's not really all that boring.
Uncle DJ in the house. Murdoch, Sean, Red, GPM, Maddie, Chris, Mets. I saw Judge's home run and LeMahieu's homer when the former Yankee catches 3-run homer. I don't know if it's the same Narvaez. Murdoch, did you like the men's Money in the Bank? Go Bills. Yes, I did. I did like the men's match. Predictable.
True. I predicted that.
Very predictable. Solo turning on. I'm sorry, Jacob turning on Solo. That was as predictable as it gets.
I mean,
as well.
Jacob Solo had that coming for years. Oh, Narvaez
Well,
was a Yankee.
This Narvaez was a Yankee?
Yeah, Carlos Narvaez, yes. He was a Yankee. He was with the team last year, albeit briefly before they DFA'd him.
Oh, he's hitting 280 with 6 homers. Conversely, I think Austin Wells is hitting like 220. What is he hitting? 222 with like 9 or 10 homers.
Mm-hmm. Technically, he's hit. That was his 6th. Tonight was his 6th.
Yeah. 3 don't count to the 9 hitter. So this is just 2 outs here in the 6th. You gave up a 2-run homer to the number 9 hitter, and now you got him 3-0. You got to get these guys out. He's hitting 229 for a reason. Murdoch, put the Yankees gear on so the Yankees will win instead of the Jersey Jets losing uniform. I was trying to that's why I changed it up. I changed it up because we lost yesterday. But okay.
Can I take over until you do that? Until you get back?
Well, I just did. You want to take over? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Never mind. I thought you were going to be leaving briefly so I could have a little bit of a chance to take over, but never mind.
I know. What do you want to do by taking over? Oh. Don't forget the jersey. I don't have a jersey. I mean, I have an Aaron Judge t-shirt. That's about it. DJ, you think that'll work? Tim Hill's going to come in to replace Fernando Cruz. The bases loaded, 2 outs.
Timmy Hill comes on. Tim
Hill. It's been a little erratic lately. His ERA is still under 3 at 2.93, but he's been having some rough spots as of late. Now it's not a good time to continue that. DJ, do you think it would make a difference if I put on a Yankee shirt? A Yankees fan without a Yankees top. Yes, it will work. Change and Mets will keep us impressed. Okay, Mets.
Well, let's see. Tim Hill now takes over. He faces Jane Duran. Excuse me. Don't know what's going on. Let's see. Come on, damn it. In the meantime, OKC up 8. Then first pitch misses with the sinker in 1-0. Another sinker. This one does get over the zone. 1-1. Up and out, up and that's in the zone. How the hell is that a ball? 2-1.
Umpires doing umpire things.
Yep.
Wow, that was the whole ball was in the strike zone. The entire ball. That just changed the whole at bat. Because now it would be a count.
And it's a 2-run single for Duran. Ground ball in the center. Grisham scoops it up. But Toro and Story score. It is now 7-3 Boston. There goes a good clip this game has been moving at.
Thanks a lot, DJ.
Nice going, DJ, you mofo. And you're echoing on your end.
Ah. Okay, so now we have to turn the hat around. Now they'll give up a 3-run homer.
Ground ball, by Devers. LeMahieu scoops it, flips it to Goldschmidt. In time,
Wow.
but the damage done.
Why
5
did
runs.
he don't have that out?
5 runs, 3 hits, 2 stranded for Boston. Through 5.5, 7-3 Sox.
Yankees are not as good as they think they are.
Duh.
Yeah, to me, like this, I already said this team, this current team cannot win a World Series.
Even with Soto, they couldn't win it.
Well, they'd be better off for sure. They could have with Soto, but this current iteration is not going to do it. They're going to have to make some moves. Well, back to the top of the lineup for the Yankees. Rice, Judge, and Bellinger. Somehow, Dobbins is only at 64 pitches. That's the Yankees are not. The Yankees are not working counts too much, and because they have no walks. And oddly enough, you know how many strikeouts they have already?
None.
None. I can't believe the Yankees don't have a single strikeout through 5.
That is a shocker. And Boston has struck out 7 times.
Yeah. Brennan Bernardino is going to replace the starter Hunter Dobbins. So his final line is 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. No strikeouts, no walks. But he's given up 2 homers. Rafael Devers did not run that ball out. And now I was waiting to see what happened because he stopped running. Had he run that ball out, he would have been safe. Wow. So I just saw the replay. Fucking come on. He did not run that ball out. If he kept running hard the whole play, he would have been safe. It would have been bases loaded again. And Cora asked him if he was hurt, and he said no. DJ says, remember when the Yankees-Red Sox games went 4 hours or more? Yeah, in a 9-inning game. It could have been like 3-2 and it would have been a 4-hour game. The beginning of this game went quickly. I mean, we're an hour and 42 minutes into it, and we're in the bottom of the 6th.
And
so
we just jinxed it.
Jinxed what?
Bryce just went down on strikes.
Well, they made it 5 innings without a strikeout. That's impressive for this team. I know it was high, but I would say that looked like a strike to me. I'm not mad at that strikeout. More mad at Ben Rice for not doing it. DJ, if this wardrobe change doesn't work, you're fired. Just letting you know. Putting a lot of faith in you here, in your wisdom, in your older age. Bing bong.
And this time, Judge gets walked. So also the first walk of the game for the Yankees. So it's a double jinx. Although, fairness, has any team ever gone a full game without being walked?
What's up, Punk?
What's up?
Chilling, sir.
Instead of typing all this, I can just come in.
It's always the option.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Well, I know sometimes you don't come in early, because you didn't put your makeup on yet.
Yeah.
Get your hair done.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, last night after I left, oh man, did I get sick?
What'd
you got eat? Sick?
Yeah, like I think it was the spaghetti.
Really?
Yeah. The porcelain god called me for like 4 straight hours.
Smith.
Was it solid or liquid?
It was solid.
Wow, really?
Yeah, this is after 4 hours of eating. Right after I got through talking to you guys. Must have been red. He's drinking that Coors Light. He probably passed it on to me through the Super Red.
Got those Coors Lights are the worst. Is that your beer of choice?
That's my beer of choice, Coors Light.
There's no taste to it.
It's good taste to me.
I don't taste anything. It's like a very faint, like it just seems like nothing. Like light beer to me is just like Michelob Light or Miller Light is more of like a regular beer.
Here comes the rally.
Base hit. Yankees are going to first and second with one down here.
That
Bring
and
up Paul
Guinness.
Goldschmidt. What's that?
Goldschmidt's been in a bit of a funk.
Yeah, he has been, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good old Irish beer, Guinness.
Love Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
I usually have them a couple in the house by the 4-packs.
Yeah.
And then a nice ice cold Guinness. You know, I always have a frozen pint glass in my freezer at all times. I usually use it for milk. I chug milk. Like, all right, so say this was a pint glass. You know, I fill it up and I chug it to like down to here, and then I top it off, and then I chug another one. So basically, like 1.5 to like 1 3/4. It's almost 2 pints, and then wash the cup out, put it right back in the freezer. Because so every time I take it out, it's ice cold chilled.
Cool.
And I do the same thing with a Guinness too.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I have a beer, just poof. And if I know I'm gonna have a few beers, then take one out, take another pint glass, replace it to get that cold as well. But skim milk, not regular.
Yeah, the place that. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
Ball one to Goldschmidt. Goes outside with a cut fastball.
For a second, I thought you said home run. I was like, what?
I said ball one.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. But yeah, you're right, man. All those Yankee games are like 4 hours, and we're talking like a nine inning, even a low scoring 9-inning game. Thank God this pitch clock came through, and the batter has to get in the box. And I even noticed the time in between innings has been cut down dramatically.
Yes.
No,
because
not sure with the minors.
I think the minors will be even quicker.
And offense now, ball going the other way.
Let's go, Goldie. Get us right back in this. Damn, I missed that, girls. You showed a hottie. There's a strike.
They used to walk left and right and take pitches back then.
They got off to a good start today. Obviously, Judge with a 2-run homer, and the starter only had 5 innings, 64 pitches. It's like, this guy really averaged 13 pitches an inning. There's ball 4. Bases juiced. 1 down. Anthony Volpe. Stay out of double play.
No, this is Chisholm, not Volpe.
Chisholm, not Volpe? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Uh-oh. The strikeout king himself.
SGA fadeaway. Nope. Rebound to Harnstein. Wiggins. Short.
I wonder what you were talking about there for a second. The basketball game. Who's winning the game, Mets? The basketball game.
52-31. Oklahoma City. 3:42 left in the first half.
Wow.
That ball is hit deep to left, but playable. Catch made. Judge tags up. Run home. 7-4.
All right.
You got to capitalize on this, man.
Looks like they might be pulling Bernardino. And they are. With Garrett Whitlock.
Garrett Whitlock's the former Yankee farmhand.
Wasn't he a Met at one point? Let me double check that.
I think he was a Yankee farmhand. Included in a trade.
Oh, he's been in Boston his whole career.
His major league career.
What did the Yankees get out of that trade anyway?
I don't know. I don't know if the Yankees traded him to Boston. He might have got traded twice. I don't know, but I think was it a Rule 5 thing, or the Yankees just released him, or something like that. But he got better when he went to Boston.
Trenton Thunder. Okay. Signed in 2017, then head down to the minors.
Did the Yankees draft him, or?
They assigned him. I think they drafted him in 2017. Then he was. Are the Trenton Thunder a Red Sox or a Yankee farm team?
Yankees.
Yeah.
Double-A.
He was from the Charleston River Dogs, Tampa Tarpons. The same. Let him go. He was claimed off waivers at the end of 2020.
Okay. Yeah, so he got better in the Boston system.
But he's always been a bullpen arm, right?
From what I understand, yeah.
Even though he had actually 23 starts from 22 to last year. Mostly due to injuries in the rotation for Boston during those years.
I sit here with my iPad.
First pitch. Volpe takes a slider that catches the corner, 0-1.
Base hit, please.
Foul ball. One and two is the slider gets too far away, but not far enough to work. The runners can take off for second and third. Ground ball. And it is either it's going to be an error or base hit. Sharp liner by Toro deflected to Whitlock. Everyone only moves up a base. And Indiana's on a 10-0 run in the last 2+ minutes.
That's a hit.
Lead down to 15. And 2 runs.
What
The base hit the pitcher's leg, I think. Hit the pitcher's leg, deflected to third base, but no time to make the throw.
Get a run home.
So infield single.
Ooh.
And Whitlock is down, I think.
Yeah, the trainers are out.
What?
They hit him in the upper thigh. Right in the back of it. It got him in the back of his thigh. So if you get hit, that's where you want to get hit. Not on a bone. It's kind of like it might have like a bruise, and like it's like somebody punched them, in the leg, dead leg.
Or kicked him in the leg.
Sure.
Base hit. That's all we need is a base hit.
I'll take a walk or anything. Trent Grisham got a lot of power. Just gotta chip away into this lead.
Yep. Trent, you should have let it hit you.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. Do you think they just don't let themselves get hit because they want to be the hero? Or like, I'm taking the run for my team. You're getting an RBI anyway.
Then he takes one right down the middle.
2-1.
Oof, that he was on time with that, man. Inside pitches to lefties. I know all about it. Inside pitches, man, boy, could I hit those a long way.
Sinker goes too far. Hine doesn't sink. 3-1.
Dang, Met, you're ahead of us.
He always is. Like 25 seconds.
Volpe chases a slot. Grissom chases the slider. Full count.
In the dirt. Come on, bro. Chasing the ball. Chasing ball 4.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Given how this ump is, might not have been.
No, that ball's in the dirt.
Here's the payoff. And he fouls it off.
Oh, lucky that was a foul ball because that would have been an easy inning-ending ground out to the first baseman. Got too far in on his hands.
If he just let that one go, that would have been ball 4.
Yeah, that's the second time he swung at ball 4.
Payoff pitch. Walked him. 7-5.
Nice. And he almost swung at that too. He went like that, DJ.
Yeah, I see that.
Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
It's good because he was ready to protect the plate, but scary as shoot.
Mayhew now up at the plate. He's hitting 417 lifetime against Whitlock. Chases a high sinker. Strike 1.
Come on, DJ.
I'm coming.
I could really go. I could really go for a multi-homer game. You're gonna hit one.
Or
This is the time.
Single or at least a double into the gap.
If you can get a single and tie this game up. I mean, was it Volpe's at second base who could run?
Yep.
First half
So
is
basically,
over. 59-41 Thunder. And he grounds it out. Campbell to Gonzalez. Inning over.
outside pitch. Swung at a ball outside the zone.
Dumbass.
All right, 7-5 after 6. You know, you cut a 4-run deficit in half. I mean, that's a good start.
Get how much the contract for Aaron Rodgers is.
13.5 million.
13.65
Guaranteed.
million, but yes, 1 year.
Guaranteed 10.
And a max
With it-
value of 19.5.
I'm rooting for the Jets in the first game. I hope they destroy him. I was going to send you an article today that he said that part of his rehab was sitting there as dolphins were making love, the noise. I kid you not.
Yeah.
He's one strange puppy.
No, I heard about that too. Yeah, because he lives off the what is he lives in Malibu or something right off the beach.
Yeah.
And listen to the dolphins. Put his feet in the water or something like that.
Yeah. Jeez. Strange puppy. But yeah, I hope the Jets destroy them the first game.
That'd be great. I just want to win. I don't have anything against Aaron Rodgers. He was a Jet for 2 years. They didn't want him. He wanted to come back. He didn't want to leave. The new people wanted to start over. I can't blame them, but I'm not mad about it. Well, that's maybe incorrect. Not that I'm not mad about it. I thought that it worked out the way I was okay with. I said when they were talking about getting rid of Rodgers, I said the only person available that I would be okay with is Justin Fields. I've made a video about it, and sure enough, it was Justin Fields. So I was like, okay, I get that. Still a young quarterback, brings a different skill set that we never had, and definitely different from Rodgers. The upside was good because I see how the Jets don't pick up third downs a lot. Third down conversion rate was bad. You weren't going to count on Aaron Rodgers to run for 7 yards on a 3rd and 7, a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, anything. But you can with this guy. So if nobody's open, he can get the first with his legs and just keep the chains moving. Keeps the defense off the field. Keeps them fresher for the fourth quarter. That's the beauty of having a quarterback that's mobile. So
I agree.
I'm okay with it.
I just think he wants to be a Tom. He wants to be a Tom Brady.
And Johnny Loisaga now on, and he's down 2-1 to Weiler Abreu, replacing Rep Schneider.
That's the beauty about Josh Allen. I watch him, and I'm like 3rd and 9. I'm like, he's just gonna run for it, and he does nonstop. And it's like, you got a 6'6" horse running out there. He's built like a defensive end, with the height and weight, height and speed, I guess. And fly ball to Bellinger, 1 down. Every time it's 3rd down, I would, when I did the call in the Jet games, I'm not calling it, but watch along like this. And every 3rd down, I'd be like, watch the quarterback. He's going to take off. So leave somebody to spy them. Every time Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or any mobile quarterback gets in trouble, they take off and they get the 1st down. So you just had a good series, right? You stopped them on 1st down. You stopped them on 2nd down. And now you got a 3rd and long. And it didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 3rd and 9, they're taking off on you. What's up, Caputo?
Yeah, what's up?
Michael Caputo, how are you?
Sound happy?
All right.
Oh yeah, I know. I've
depressed?
watched Josh for many years.
I'm not depressed, but this team sucks ass. I mean,
At least they cut the lead, the deficit to 2.
yeah, they're gonna lose to the Red Sox, a last place team. Pretty bad. They have to get so many things at the trade deadline. This Yankee team, I'm telling you right now, they're not going to hold this division that much longer. It's only a 4-game lead. Watch them lose 4 in a row after this and go into a free fall collapse.
It's possible.
Toronto's right on there. You know what? Right now they're really close. So Yankees don't have a big lead in the division. So you're supposed to beat the teams that you're expected to beat. You can't lose to bottom feeders. You can't lose to. You have to beat the teams that's on your schedule that are horrible. You can't lose to teams like this. This is inexcusable. This is the Red Sox. They're terrible. They're terrible. What?
Can't afford to lose to the mid-carders.
No, you can't lose. This is a bottom feeder. The Red Sox are a terrible team. But somehow they always beat the Yankees, though, every year.
So, hold up. At the moment, there's only one team that has a larger division lead than we do.
The Detroit Tigers.
Detroit Tigers. And that's by like 2 games.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about this team now. I'm not liking where the direction is going, and they have to make – they're desperate. They have to make trading deadline moves like right now. They can't wait another month and a half because this team could be buried. I mean, they're in a lot of trouble, the Yankees. I mean, I don't know if you remember. I think I was just talking about this a couple of days ago. Last year at this time, they lost 8 straight series in a row after they lost to the Dodgers. Actually, after they lost to the Red Sox. So yeah, I think we're going in the same direction here. It's I see a pattern. The Red Sox are in their head. I think it's rent free. They are actually afraid of this team.
You think the Yankees are afraid of the Red Sox?
Yeah, I think they are. Why do they lose them every single time they play them?
Gonzalez.
I don't know what Toronto. Whoops, sorry, Matt. Go ahead. I don't know what Toronto did today.
They lost to them last year. They lost the season series to the Red Sox last season. So the Red Sox had nothing to play for, and they beat the Yankees with Juan Soto and Judge. So doesn't that tell you something? They have a horrible manager, a horrible general manager, horrible owner. They don't. This team they play with no fizzle, no energy. They don't have any spunk. This team. This is a dead team, man. The Yankees are an absolute dead team. They're hitting. If you notice, their hitting looks terrible right now. What happened to Paul Goldschmidt? Did he die? What happened to Paul Goldschmidt? Did he fall to the earth?
Well, DJ, you gotta also remember around that same time last year, the Mets were in a bit of a hole, mostly because of how bad Mendoza was mismanaging games.
Yeah.
Showing no empathy for pitchers like Edwin Diaz, who we didn't even know until around the end of May had a shoulder issue and wouldn't be back until June. And it took grimace to turn the tide for that team to get into the NLC.
And they really made it by the skin of their teeth. And also, the Yankees pitching is absolutely shit the bed in the series. I don't know what happened. Their pitching looks absolutely inferior right now. It looks horrible. Young Burrow pitched horrible. What happened to Carlos Rodon? It's Carlos Rodon now again. What happened to Carlos Rodon? He's Carlos Rodon. He's back
again.
Now, I was going to say that I don't know what Toronto did today, but coming in today's game, they had won 9 of the last 10, and they were still 4 games behind the Yankees.
And then look at what happened. And look at what happened to the Phillies in the last couple of weeks. Going into the Mets series against the Dodgers, they were up 3 on New York, around 3 games on New York, and in the last 2 weeks, the Mets have gotten that lead back 2 weeks and have gone up by 4.5 on Philadelphia. And one of you is echoing.
Well, I know the Mets kind of lost the division there, but they're back in first place. The Yankees could maybe lose the division for maybe a few days, and they'll go back. It might go back and forth the whole season. Last year was a horse race, which is those two, the Yankees and Orioles. But what I'm saying is the Yankees are not really in a good place right now. They look bad. I wouldn't be happy right now if I was a Yankee fan.
They look mediocre. They don't look bad. They look mediocre.
I mean, there's a lot of things going wrong. Their bullpen looks – you got to admit, their bullpen is absolute trash. They have a horrible bullpen. Their rotation right now is taking a hit. I don't know what's going on with their starters. They're pitching horrible. This was an awful, awful series for their starting pitching. And their offense is just – it's just a, two-man – it's a two-man offense. Judge and Goldschmidt. That's it. Just like last year, it was Judge and Soto. Now it's Judge and Goldschmidt. So where are you getting at production from the lineup? It's just 2 guys. That's it. And I don't know how people are saying this is a way better offense than last year's offense. How? It's 2 guys. That's it. 2 guys hitting over 300, and the rest of their lineup is hitting 160, 180, 200. What's so good about their lineup? They're getting no production from anybody.
The irony of that is the Mets, despite having mostly been relying on Alonso and Soto, Nimmo, and Lindor underperforming, it's a more well-rounded hitting core.
Well, they have a better balance. The Mets have a better balanced lineup, even though they just have Alonso and Lindor hitting. And nobody else is really hitting. Soto's starting to finally come out of it, I think.
The problem with the Mets is they're gassing their bullpen out.
Yeah, bullpen is better than the Yankees bullpen. I take the Mets bullpen.
I'm just saying it's getting overtaxed.
Their rotation is the best in baseball. Yeah, it is. It's getting taxed. But the Mets bullpen has their rotation has been absolutely phenomenal. I did not think with a rotation like that they were going to carry it up.
Kodai Senga, Griffin Canning, Tyler McGill, and David Peterson. 4 of those 5 on paper you think are bullpen arms.
Yeah, it's not an elite rotation on paper, but it's getting the job done. They're getting by with what they have. Now, do you think the Yankees could have gotten by with a rotation like that? Hell no. they would probably be in like last place right now with that rotation. Griffin Cannon, come on. Did you think? Did you
think because he'd be playing AL teams all the time?
And who's the other guy they have? Paul Blackburn. I mean, even he's pitching good. I don't understand this.
Well, he only just got back.
Yeah. Well, I saw his ERA was like a 0 or something, but.
And it's been ballooned to 3. He gave up 5 over 4 innings today.
And they also have Frankie Montas coming back, and once they get Sean Manaea back, I don't even think the Mets need to really make a start. They don't have to get pitching at the deadline. I would get bullpen help,
or at least move McGill. They move McGill to the bullpen.
Yeah, and I guess they could get another. They could use another bat, right? They have to get another offensive hitter.
I don't know. At 42 and 24 through 6 and 20, 42 and 24, whatever it is through 66 games. I don't know if we should do that. 42 and 24.
Well, I know the Yankees need a lot of things because this team, right? I get it. They're in first place. I understand it, but then they're not playing like a first place team.
No, they have good games and they have mediocre games and they have bad games. That's baseball. I just don't think this team will not win a World Series.
Hell no.
The way they're constructed.
They're consistently inconsistent. You read me? They're consistently inconsistent. It's a problem.
I do. There's no reason a starting pitcher should have 64 pitches thrown through 5 innings. He has an ERA over 4. And he takes him only 64 pitches to get through 5 innings, and no strikeouts.
Yeah.
And now Austin Wells leads off with a strikeout.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely not winning a World Series this year. I've been saying this the last 16 years. We go through the same thing for the last 16 years. They never changed their approach to this team, and they never will change their approach. They're a long ball. They're a home run, a bust lineup. They live and die by the long ball. That's all the Yankees will ever do. They never ever change their approach. They do not have any contact hitters in their lineup. They don't hit the ball to the opposite direction. They always try to pull the ball. They hit home runs constantly. That is not a baseball team. That's not a baseball team. You don't win baseball games like that. I've
been saying this forever. These guys tell you.
Yeah. Well, they should know too. The Yankees, they're not a sounded baseball team. The Yankees. And they don't bunt. They don't hit a sacrifice fly. They don't. Why can't? What happened to bunting? Did bunting go away in baseball? Why don't they bunt?
I've heard some arguments when I've said that. To be like, well, maybe just know how to bunt. And my answer to that is, you should not be a Major League Baseball player on offense if you can't bunt. That's like fundamental 101.
And even to get a sacrifice fly, they have a hard time getting it. They can't get a sacrifice fly. What's wrong with them? Any other team would get a sacrifice fly and get the run in. They strike out or they hit into a double play. I don't understand it.
Well, you know what's crazy is you would say the Yankees offense has been terrible this year, well, for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
I think so.
All of their rankings are in the top 3 in baseball.
I know. I saw it. I have that website.
That means this is league-wide.
Can I make a quick joke as to who Boston just brought in to pitch the bottom of the 7th?
Quick joke.
Wilson!
You lost me on that one.
Yeah,
Justin Wilson's now on it. The joke is when Dennis the Menace, when Dennis always said, Mr. Wilson.
Oh,
Mr. Wilson, he looked like DJ, right?
He just struck out twice, 2 play-up batters.
Well, if they lose this series, the Yankees have to make changes now. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of there's going to be changes. I think there's going to be DFAs and stuff. There has to be. I'm sorry.
Who?
Well, I think Will Warren has to be DFA. That guy has to go. He sucks. He was a failed project, an overrated, overhyped prospect that they say was going to be like the second coming of Nolan Ryan when he turned out to be nothing but freaking Andrew Heaney 2.0. And I want that other guy gone too. He sucks. Not Youngborough. That freaking guy in the bullpen. He's garbage. That guy. What the hell's his name?
You mean Hamilton?
He sucks too. There's another guy that sucks that I can't stand seeing his ugly mug every single time he comes into the game.
Mark Leiter Jr.
No,
Mark Leiter Jr.
No, oh yeah, him too. But there is another one that he has to get DFA'd.
Everybody. Just get rid of everybody but Judge.
No, I have to look that up now. It's embarrassing.
Hedrick?
Judge just got a base hit.
The Hedrick.
Infield hit.
Not Loizaga. Oh yeah, DeSantos. Why is he still on this? Why is he still on this team, DeSantos? The guy should be DFA'd. Can you please DFA this guy?
You want a DFA a reliever with a 2.4 ERA.
He's not good.
But he has a 2.4 ERA.
Because
and you think that's bad?
Did you see him pitch against the Dodgers?
That was
all right. So I think this is like a categorical thing with you. If they don't, every time they lose, you're ready to jump off a building. They suck. They're the worst. I hate this team. Every time something bad happens.
If they lose, like if they go into a massive slump, I'm going to say that.
If they lose 2 out of 3,
what if they lose 7-8 straight series in a row after this?
I've seen the Yankees lose like 85% of the games since September in 2000 and go win the World Series.
I know, but this is not the same team. We're not talking about the 2000.
I know. I'm just saying, like this is what happens. Wow, that was an adventure of a pop-up.
300, inning over.
I'll agree that some people, they do need to make changes. The Yankees have a roster.
They need to make
the Yankees' approach is playing for the 3-run homer, and they don't have the roster to do it because their on-base percentages are in the toilet. You can't hit 3-run homers without people on base.
Can we get guys to hit average instead of these like home run or bust type plays?
I would love to see that, but we're stuck with what we have. So
that's the thing. So we have to accept the Yankees never winning again, basically. I'm not accepting.
Well, you're gonna have to accept it. While these,
yeah, of course, I got to accept this for another 20. I could be dead tomorrow. I might not see this team win a championship ever again. I could be in the ground. I could be 10 feet under. I'm just sick of the Yankees. I really am. They're not good for my mental health. That's for one thing.
I would just not let it affect you.
Yeah, or just not watch games.
You got all right. You can take it or leave it, but I was a fan like that they affected. They affected me. Jets affected me. The Yankees affected me.
Islanders.
Well, to a lesser extent, I love hockey, but I wasn't I can't tell you everything about hockey. I can tell you just about everything about baseball and football. And at least about my teams, right? For the most part. At one point, I was just I remember my dad said to me one time, even back in Don Mattingly, and he was like, "Why are you mad?" And I was like, whatever reason, I'm a fan, I'm mad. He was like, Don Mattingly wouldn't buy you a hot dog in the street if he saw you in the street. And he was like, these guys don't pay your bills. So you're a fan, but they lose, move on. He's a Giants fan, right? So when the Giants are terrible, he doesn't even watch the game. He'll watch the 15-minute highlight reel of the game, the condensed version.
Yeah.
And that's if they win. If they lose, he's like, I'm not letting them waste my time. So, you're hoping for the best.
Yeah. Hoping for the best and expect the worst, I guess, with the Yankees.
No, hope for the best. And if they let you down, you move on. That's it.
I guess we'll never see a championship.
What I'm telling you is they won't. The Yankees could lose in the worst fashion, and they go home to their families and they enjoy their night.
Yes.
And you're sitting there stewing over it, and they don't care. It's not going to change anything.
I know that. I understand that.
You got to look at the game differently. Look at your fandom differently.
It's just I can't. It really pisses me off and infuriates me that how a team could be run so badly and how they're so poorly constructed and how they don't want to put together a World Series roster after 16 years. That is what pisses me off. That they don't even try. They don't even try to win a World Series. The Dodgers buy a World Series every damn season.
They're trying to win a World Series. They're just very stubborn in the manner in which they want to do so.
Yeah, they don't want to go they don't want to go over luxury tax. They don't want to give up draft picks.
Right.
The Dodgers don't care about that. They'll get Paul Skeens right now. The Yankees are always worried about all this bull crap all the time.
Yeah, they I have not been happy since the kids, the Steinbrenner family took over.
Yeah, since 2010. That's when it started for me. 2010, when George Steinbrenner passed away, the Yankees I think died after George died. I think the Yankees died with him. As you can
Well,
see, it's a major
George
change.
Steinbrenner treated the Yankees as like he took it personally, and his kids treat the team like a business.
Yeah, George treated the team like a toy, but he loved the team. He was a fan. He was obsessed with winning. George. Hal treats the team like a business. He's a businessman. That's the problem. That's why you're not going to get a winning, what do you call it? You're not going to get a winning pedigree from this guy. He's not.
Well, I mean, they keep the same general manager the whole time.
That's another.
Cashman was good at finding gems, diamonds in the rough, scrap heap guys that had some good impact on us, like a Luke Voigt situation, you know?
Oh yeah, Didi Gregorius.
Yeah, like he was good at finding like those type. Well, I'm sure it was the scouting department too, not just him.
And
But
so right, that's gone.
Okay, well, thanks for interrupting me to tell us that.
Yeah, now it's really over.
That was a bomb too. A second there.
Might as well just. Nah, that's it. It's a good thing I turned the TV off 2 hours ago.
No, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Cashman is just not. I don't know if he's on the orders. But
Cashman is controlling this team. Period. It's not Hal's team. Cashman is the one that I think is calling the shots, even though he's the general manager. I think he's the one that's telling Steinbrenner not to do this, not to do that. He's the one. If it was up to Hal Steinbrenner, I actually think the Yankees would actually buy a World Series. But he's listening to Cashman because he's not a baseball person, Hal Steinbrenner. He doesn't go to games. If you notice, does he go to any Yankee games? I never saw him at one Yankee game. So I think
they have their headquarters are in Tampa.
I know, but he could still come to Yankee games. Look at Steve Cohen always goes to Mets games.
Well, that's because he's a fan.
Oh, this guy, then he's just not a fan. He doesn't care about the team. He's worried about his yachts. That's what he's worried about.
Even the GM of one of the GMs of Mets, I've actually met.
It's just very disappointing. At least the Mets have a good GM and they have a good owner. I mean, at least they have that for them. But
was that a home run by Story, or did it hit the top of the wall?
Went up, hit the top, and went over it.
This would just be an embarrassing loss. I thought they were going to take 2 out of 3. What happened to Rodon? I thought Rodon was like on a tear. I thought he was like red hot. This guy.
Was that a home run or not? Are they going to replay that?
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, hit off the guy's hand over the fence.
That's the only way it's going to be able to happen.
Judge didn't get back to the wall in time because that was a line drive.
I thought they had this game, the Yankees. Just a bad job from Rodon today. Just not a great pitching performance at all.
I wasn't even in changing the bat. I wasn't even done.
Well, at least it's a travel day tomorrow.
Just this pitching absolutely just took a giant dump in their pants in the series. And this is the Red Sox, man. You can't do this against the Red Sox. That's bad. Just a bad, horrible job. Bad job. You came home and pretty much you totally just took shit the bed when you came home. You really did. I mean, you had a great chance to have a great homestand against the Guardians and the Red Sox, and you totally crapped. How do you not win home games?
Where'd I go? Oh, there I am.
We were looking at your ceiling fan for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know where. I didn't know if you were there.
I didn't know how to, just kind of pause and.
And you said the Yankees were on pace to win 102 games this year. I think they're on pace to win maybe 90, 92, 93. I don't think they're getting 100 wins. That's for damn sure.
What's the record now?
39 and 20, I think. 21.
Yankees are 39 and 24.
So
Boston's 31 and 35.
39 and 24. Where's your calculator?
And the next Department States has a record of 34 and 32.
Who's that?
Kansas City.
Oh,
Grant, with how much rain has been hitting everything from the southern Atlantic coast to the Midwest, I'm not even sure they're going to be able to get that series in KC.
Also, the Dodgers look like they're in a bad way too now. Look at all the injuries. I don't think the Dodgers are winning it this year, to be honest with you.
And Philadelphia just got swept by Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All in one-run games.
And the Dodgers lost to the Cardinals.
Well, they beat them today.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they lose 2 out of 3?
Let's see. Shutout on Friday. Lost 2-1 yesterday. Won 7-3 today. Yeah.
That's not good. But the Dodgers know how to come back from adversity. They know how to fight. So.
the Yankees came in today on pace to win 100 games.
Now it's more like 93.
No?
Hey, I lost the Nuno.
Like it was last.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
What up?
At least you're man enough to admit it.
yeah,
What
they kept
happened?
cheating. They kept cheating. They beat me in Uno. All the
Oh,
kids.
they cheated?
Yeah, they were playing some team up game. I swear. That's the only reason I could have lost.
Was it your daughter
Why
and
did you
your
ground them?
boyfriend?
Yeah, both my daughters and their friend, one of the neighbor kids. They're all teaming up on me. There's no way. I don't lose it, Uno.
So,
They must have
how's,
cheated.
how's your daughter and her boyfriend doing?
Actually, they had some stuff going on, not because of like between them, but he has an older brother, and his older brother got into some stuff, and he hit up Marley in the middle of the night, basically like, "Hey, like I don't know what to do. I need to talk to somebody," because her brother did some stuff that he shouldn't have done.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so like but the fact that he felt comfortable calling her is kind of cool. But at the same time, I said, hey, like you're too young to even know about any of this stuff, like let alone be in somebody's backbone. Like, so like if they're already dealing with this stuff, like back off, say you're sorry and all that stuff. Like that sucks and everything like that. But yeah, don't be around it.
I'm lost. What's going on?
Yeah, what up? I don't want to go too much into detail, man. I'm trying to get like that, but yeah, just bad stuff in his family, and he called her because of stuff was going on in the middle of the night. Like she didn't even like know what to do. She like hit us up, like, "Hey, like,
is this your neighbor?
Is this normal?" And I was like, "No, it's not. It's not normal, but it's normal for some families."
Time out. Is this your neighbor, or are you talking about the flower boy?
The flower boy.
Flower boy called.
Yeah.
I know that trick.
And whoop that trick.
Hell yeah. I don't even have a good comeback. That was great.
It's a wrestler, Trick Williams. His song is "Whoop That Trick."
Well, that's also from a show. That's from the 8 Mile, isn't it? Or not from the 8 Mile. The one where the guy's like a pimp.
Oh yeah, that's a movie. Hustle and Flow. That's the movie.
Hustle and Flow. Yeah, whoop that trick. That was like the main one that got him on the record label.
Yeah. This guy has just fouled off 5 pitches in a row. Jesus.
I think it's the same girl from the 8 Mile though.
Yeah, she actually was an 8 Mile too. Yep, that's
right. All right, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know why I got in, like, thought they were the same, but I know there's a reason.
How's life on the left coast? Warm today?
Life is good, man. Living the dream is what I always say. Some people tell me that like I must be Freddy Krueger because my dream is everybody else's nightmare. But like I love it out here, man. I don't care. I don't worry about all the other stuff. As long as my life doesn't change too much, I'm not worried about the rest of the world.
I hear you.
I you know, like I wish I was more sympathetic and I was like, oh yeah, I care. But reality is, it's like when it comes down to the bottom line, like I don't. Like I want to make sure my family's okay and the people that I love and the people I care about, whether that's you guys or my family or other friends. Yeah, I want the best for all y'all. But the rest of the world, like, it is what it is, man. You make your own choices. You lay in your own bed, dude. Like I'm not gonna sit here and mope too much. I just came from a funeral this weekend. You know what I mean? Like we don't mope too much. We say, hey, you know, hopefully he's better where he is, and hopefully he's happier. That's what you do. You know what I mean? You just keep on moving on with your life. The rest of the world is going to be the rest of the world, whether you complain about it, get upset about it, or happy about it, or whatever. None of that's going to change depending on your opinion or your mood at the time.
Yep.
And that's why I stopped caring, bro. Like I sounds terrible, but I really did. I gotta focus.
That guy took what? How many pitches, Murdoch? 6, 7, and he got a base hit.
Yeah, fouled off like 5 or 6 in a row, and then you still got a hit. You got 9 pitch at bat.
How about the basketball game, Mets? What's the score?
16-point lead for the Thunder. 5.5 left in the third. 76-60.
And I kind of assumed that. I think everybody assumed that it wasn't going to be a real tight series.
So just so you guys know,
3-pointer.
when you guys
Indiana came back game 1 with 0.3 of a second to win it.
Oh, they did? I didn't even know that. I haven't been following it. After the Knicks were done, I was kind of done too.
Like this. SGA misses a shot with about 10 seconds left. Pacers get the rebound with 6 seconds. Move it down court. Halliburton fade away with 0.3 left on the clock. He hits it.
Wow, that's some Reggie Miller stuff.
Oh, sorry, hon.
Not remind me.
Forgot.
they bring in a pinch runner and they pick him off.
Yeah, I saw that.
That sucks. You get pinch ran for, and that guy gets picked off. Crazy. And Durant flies out to Bellinger in left field to end the 8th. Finally, no runs, no 1 hit, none left on. Red Sox up 9-5. Yankees are going to have Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Volpe.
Have you ever guys seen that stuff? Like, I know it's very random, but like where they'll come off of like a little shoreline by the ocean, but like there's like I don't know, like a lake behind it, but it's all ocean water, and they'll like dig out the dirt to make like this like wave stream that they go through, and they just like, I don't know, they like boogie board on it and stuff. Have you ever seen those videos?
No.
Anybody?
No.
It's super cool, man. Like they literally like dig out the sand in between the ocean and this jetty or this pond or whatever you want to call it. And once they do that, the ocean fills it up, but it like pushes back and forth to where these guys are like riding it inside this little like dirt like pond for like 10-15 minutes. Like it's kind of cool, man. I always wanted to do it. I just thought it was a cool thing. I saw it on the TV a minute ago. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like a commercial?
Yeah. And I've seen it before, but I was like, I wonder if anybody else has seen this before. If this is like, I see it all the time, but I guess that might be just out here.
You can try it on your birthday.
Yeah, only a couple days away, man.
Yep. June 10th.
Yep, it's coming quick. I'll be 43 before we know it.
Zach Kelly's coming in to replace Justin Wilson for the Red Sox. Let's see, what does he got? What's he got?
Yeah, what does that mean for us?
I mean, they got balls, right? Putting this guy in. It's a 4-run lead. It's only the 8th inning. This guy's got a 6.6 ERA. So the Yankees are going to have an opportunity to do some damage. They better. 6.6 ERA. You put that guy in a 4-run game. I guess they think that they can get away with it.
Well, that cockiness will cause you.
What's that?
I said cockiness will cause you.
No, let's hope we make them pay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like we will, even if it's
So
not what
you guys
we would like. But
Hey, Mess, remember you were talking about Pittsburgh just swept Philly?
Yeah,
Paul Skeens didn't even get the win today, and he pitched the gem, they said. So.
I know. I mean, he's been
That guy's going to be a Yankee. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be a Yankee. He's second year. Goldschmidt up the middle, base hit, leads off the 8th. Good job, Goldie. See?
Yep. Now
Who is
you're
that
ahead
guy?
of me too.
Who's the guy from the Sox that said he wouldn't, like, even if no teams wanted him, he wouldn't he still wouldn't
Hunter
the
Dobbins.
Yankees?
Yeah, Hunter Dobbins.
How do you guys feel about that?
I think that's a
Well, I
really
know you have, yeah.
It's a dumb thing to say. Especially like I know he's probably just trying to endear himself to the Boston fans, right? But you hurt yourself in that instance. Like, what if it comes down to something where nobody wants you? The Yankees ain't calling you now?
Yeah.
Right?
It's not a smart call, but I think like if it was a Mets player that did that or a Yankees player that did that, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's my guy. I'm getting his jersey. Like he don't want to leave. Like, you know what I mean? In that in that instance, like, yeah. But as a smart business play, like you said, that I think you're right. Like it kind of like puts you at the mercy of it. There's two teams that want you. It's the Yankees and somebody else, and the Yankees are willing to give you more money, and this guy's willing to give you like half. But you're like, well, shit, I can't go back on my word.
Jazz pops up, which I assume is an infield fly rule. Well, maybe it's not. He popped out the shortstop. Is that an infield fly rule, or does it need to have runners on first and second?
I think it's
no
an
double
infield
fly rule on that. There was no infield fly rule.
No infield fly rule. So Volpe just lets go of the bat.
Who catches it?
Who catches what? The bat?
The bat. I mean, I remember back in the spring training game in 2017, Danny Hechavarria's bat goes flying towards the Met dugout, and Guillorme catches it with his
nobody
hand.
caught it. It was near the Red Sox dugout opening. Like it was like 5 feet from the on deck circle, and nobody was on deck.
I mean,
because
you have seen that clip before of Guillorme catching a bat flying right into the Met dugout.
No, I don't watch Met games, so I don't really.
It was during the 2017 spring training.
Well, definitely didn't see that one. So, I don't watch all that stuff.
Spring training?
Spring training. Like I'll watch here and there clips, though. I don't pay attention to it. Only like
I'm a Mets fan, man, but I don't watch enough baseball to be able to catch any of this stuff. So, like, you guys, every time I come on here, I'm getting new knowledge. Just so everybody knows, like,
it's just a hangout anyway.
Yeah. But I like it. I like the fact that I'm getting new knowledge. I have things that I could talk about now, and people bring up my team. I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to bring up that I have a team because people are like, ask me questions, and I'm like, I don't really know, dude. Like, I watch football. That's about it, dude. Like, I just had teams. Other than football, like, it's just a team. It's just staying true to the East Coast. It's not really like a that I follow them or anything.
So
but
I'll
still
sign it with the Texans. Volpe with a base hit down the left field line. That's going to get to the corner, roll out. Goldschmidt's going to get to third standing up. Volpe with a stand-up double. Yankees are in business.
Chubb going over to the Texans. I mean, that's a risky call. Like, if he pulls it off, cool. Like, I hope the best for him. He was a good starter. He went to a crappy team and he played his years, but he's been hurt and he's like some pretty serious injuries the last couple times, and like I don't see how he's going to come back and be what he was. And I don't know. I feel like there was so many, especially in this draft, there was so many running backs you could have picked up. Why are you going to worry about Nick Chubb right now?
Well, he's one of the better runners. He's one of the better running backs in football.
He was.
When he's healthy. When he's healthy, he's one of the better ones.
The rumor up here is Cook is being traded to forgot the team. DeAndre Swift. To the Bears for DeAndre Swift and a second round choice, and the Bills would send a fourth rounder.
But I think you're getting like I mean, DeAndre Swift, he's one of those guys that's like never. Everybody's like, oh, he's going to be great. And he's just never amounted to that. And then some people say it's because he hasn't had the opportunities. Some people say, there's a lot of different.
He's good out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He'll catch passes.
Yeah, he's a smaller back, dude. And I think you guys need a bruiser. You guys, when was the last time you guys had a bruiser for a running back?
What are you talking about? The Bills?
Yeah.
They don't need a bruiser. They got a fullback. They got a couple offensive linemen they use for fullbacks. They got Ty Johnson who runs in there. They got that kid from Kentucky, Davis. He's a good runner. Cook, obviously, but Cook didn't play a lot of plays. I mean, he played a lot, but I mean, he only carried the ball 15, 16 times.
Yeah,
he
was
more
good
out of the backfield.
Right.
But I mean, I take Swift and a second rounder for Cook and a fourth rounder. Cook's asking for $20 million a year now.
Yeah, he ain't getting that.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. He doesn't deserve it either.
No.
In my opinion.
No.
But yeah, no, I think if you guys had like a Chris Ivory in your time right now, I think you guys, that would be a big difference maker. I think if you had like a all around 3-down back rather than the small scat back or something like that, I think you guys could change it. Yeah, I think you guys will win it. It's the what's that?
Greg Weissert now in the pitch for Boston.
Former Yankee.
I'm not a Boston or I'm not a Bills hater like
Trent, you got to turn on that, buddy.
I'm a Jets fan though. I'm a Patriots hater. I'll put that out there. I am. I have been since like my date of Jetsdom.
The Bills got a big bruising back. It's called number 17, Josh Allen. Josh Allen and Judge stood up next to each other in the Yankee field. Same height, same width, everything. Both
Josh
6'7".
Josh Allen's not 6'7".
Oh yeah, yes.
6'5", 6'6", no?
No, 6'7". 6'7", 245 pounds.
God, Grisham. Come on, dude. Right in the middle, 2 pitches in a row, right in the middle of the plate.
Yeah.
Do you want your quarterback running all the time, though, with the injury issues that could come with that?
Well, he doesn't run all the time.
Well, that's what I mean. You could have somebody that does that. So then, yeah, he'll get his few here and there, but you'll also have another guy that, like, there's always fear that no matter what down it is, my running back could get 6 or 7, or my quarterback could get 6 or 7.
Yes, as long as you got a good offensive line.
Almost hits Christian 2-2.
There you go. Get hit. Damn it. So, Sean, are you watching the game too?
No, I'm just listening to you guys. I don't have cable.
Neither do
What do you
I.
watch on TV? What do you watch on TV?
He's probably watching the finals.
What am
You
I
don't-
watching on TV?
You don't have TV?
No, I just have like YouTube or Netflix, HBO Max, Disney,
Oh, the
those kind of things.
Grisham down on strikes. God damn.
Does this kid have no discipline for those kinds of pitches? If it's a change up in the dirt, you don't pursue it.
Problem is the ball looks good out of the hand, and then it just drops down.
Is that the problem with all change ups?
Most 99% of the pitches are going to drop. But he missed 2 in a row right over the middle of the plate. Took the first one, missed the second one.
They all swing for the fences.
That's all that's all I did before.
The Yankees need a coach who can preach discipline to this team at the plate.
No, you can preach all you want. Like, these hitting coaches get fired all the time because of poor performance. They're not at the plate. Like they tell these guys to give them the analytics. This is what this guy likes to throw. This is how hard he throws. These are the speeds on his breaking ball, his curveball, his sinker. It moves left to right, moves right to left. Like they give him all these preparation notes. Let's call it that. And 1-2 count. He likes to throw this. They have all this information. They have videos. They watch videos if they face this guy in the past. They watch their at bats against them.
2-2 on the way.
But they can't stop these guys from swinging at balls in the dirt. That's up to them.
Heck, they can sit on the bench and look at iPads.
Yeah, right.
Well, they do that in between innings before their at bats. DJ drills one to right field, but right at the right fielder. That's going to be the third out. So second and third, Yankees can't score. Second and third, 1 out. Yankees don't capitalize on it. Trent Grisham.
Jazz Chisholm. And Brother Mac.
Jesus.
So, Mets, what's the score?
91-73 OKC. Indiana's at the free throw line with Matherin. Nails the first free throw. 55 seconds left in the quarter. Why is it that it seems that every time Indiana's down like somewhere around 15 to 20 points, they had used devil magic to win the game?
Yeah, they figure out how to play again.
Rims in and out. Harnstein with the board. Gives to SGA. I mean, Adam Silver has got to stop placating to these small market teams, thinking that the underdog stories are going to get ratings. These days, they don't. Rim in and out. Harnstein with the rebound. Holmgren from the wing 3. Short, no. Rebound, Matherin. Matherin has the ball knocked out of his hand, stolen by Harnstein. Gives to SGA, was looking for Dort. Holmgren recovers it. Back to Dort, but he's called for a charge. Or a foul on Neesmith. I thought that was a charge, not a block.
Well, that looked like
with the
a charge,
Yanks?
too.
Anything happen with the Yankees?
No, they're
they shit the bed on that one. Second and third, 1 out. They couldn't bring home a run.
now we're going in the top of the ninth, so commercial time.
Free throw.
Yeah, man. It's like it's like a fall apart. Every time they lose, it's like a fall apart. It's not like a gradual fall from grace. It's like 5-9 now.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
Well, look at the bottom of the screen. Well, after you get past LeMahieu, Campbell, number 9 hitter Campbell, 2-run homer. Narvaez catcher, 3-run homer. Story and Toro solo shots. That's 7 runs right there on home runs.
And that's all. Is that going off of what you were talking about earlier with like get people on base, like bunt if you have to for your lower hitters? Like you were saying, we were talking about it, and they were doing it, and we're like, oh, that's what Murdoch's been talking about the whole time. Wow, what a coincidence! They're actually doing it. Is that you think that?
No, the pitching staff gave like you hit Devers and then you walk the next guy and then give up a 3-run homer. Like that's terrible. Then you give up a 2-run homer to the 9th hitter. You give it up, and now Devers just launches one.
And that's gone.
That's gone.
10-5 Boston. Rafael Devers, a guy you expect to do that for Boston. Number 14, slider that just didn't break down enough for Hedrick, and it basically turned into a cookie. Into a high cookie. You know what I mean?
We do.
A high middle cookie.
Well, that's okay. We're still 10 games over.
14 after this game.
10-game lead in the loss column. I still want to know what the heck that stupid thing is they put on their head.
That's Wally.
That's their mascot.
Wally.
You know,
Yeah,
like
the mascot
Wally
is like a
monster.
green fuzzy
Wally
whatever.
the Green Monster.
Oh, I was gonna say Wally. I thought that was like a robot, like a movie.
It was. That was Wally. Yeah.
Okay.
Wally. Wally in this case is spelled with a Y, and it's named the nickname they give to the monster out in left field.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just like the cookie that the Browns have, the Keebler cookie.
Brownie the elf.
Brownie the elf.
Yeah, the makeshift Irish fighting Irish guy.
Price of for copyright.
Yeah, without doing copyrights, he's the same guy. Give him a different outfit. And we're like, no, it's different. It goes dun 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 dun. Dun. Not just dun 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 dun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get either, little buddy.
5 home runs tonight for the Red Sox.
Yes, I know I am basically talking to a desk turtle.
Well, you're also talking to us. I mean, are we good?
Turtles are cool. We used to have a pond. Foul ball. We used to have a pond, and some kids we used to go screaming down the road, and they try to run over these turtles. Oh, that's the last thing they did with me. They ended up with tickets. They ended up with tickets. And one time I threatened to take the snapping turtle and bring it up to the driver and say, "Here you go. You want to talk to him?" And put it up close to his face. Snap onto his nose. Yep, another base hit.
That's pitching? My retirement plan, man. My retirement plan is I want a little pond on my property. I want to have 8-10 acres. I have a little barn where there's stuff, whether it's my projects or just a place where I get away to. I want a pond with a little tin boat, and I'm going to say I'm going to go fishing. I might not catch anything, but I got there with my 6-pack, and I'll just sit on the lake for 5 hours. Once in a while, I might come home with some. Most of the time, I'm not coming home with anything, but it's just peace of mind. You know what I mean? You're just relaxing. Yeah.
Mickey says, "What's up, everybody? Nothing good, bud. Nothing good."
Right? Yeah. Hopefully, you can change that.
DJ made me change my wardrobe into more Yankees gear, and it's been worse. So
no, it hasn't been worse.
Yes, it is.
They caught up. They got within 2 runs.
And then they gave it back. Now they're down. They were down 4 when you asked me to do it. Now they're down 5.
Yeah.
So it's
they got within 2.
Why? Yeah, you
5
can't be
is more
changing
than
through your
4,
wardrobe.
5 is more than 4.
But
So
they're
when you
down.
asked me to do it, they were down 4. Now they're down 5.
Well,
So if the Yankees don't score at least 2 runs in the 9th inning, then you're playing backfired.
Yeah, and if Murdoch doesn't have anything to wear on the next episode, that's your choice. That's your fault, dude. He's naked
Yeah.
on the next episode. It's on you.
Yeah.
He just went through 2 wardrobes in one episode.
well, he was losing. He was wearing them losing jerseys. The Jets, the Jersey Jets.
Yeah, the team has more.
Who's losing when he comes onto the show naked?
It's the team who has more Super Bowl wins than your team. Your team is 0 for 4 in the Super Bowl.
At least we've been there 4 times.
I'd rather go once and win it than go to 4 times and get blown out than 3 of them.
But
Yeah.
see, you never got to see yours in person
I did.
or on
Yes,
TV.
I was in my dad's nutsack. I saw it.
I was warm. It was like the perfect temperature.
The whole time.
To watch that shit happen.
I was in like a biological sauna, just hanging out, swimming around with all my clones. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Hey, dog,
Can you
chill.
imagine sitting in the jacuzzi and watching your favorite team win?
Just swimming around doing laps. Taking it easy, watching the Super Bowl. Then every now and then, some of us would disappear, say our goodbyes. Good luck out there. I guess they never made it, so.
No, but you did.
I did. I made it here. Yeah.
Yep.
Super trooper.
I was the chosen one.
So do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do.
I'm still the chosen one.
I have an older brother and an older sister, but I don't really, I don't know.
I hear you. I have the same thing.
I have 2, like I have
that way. Yeah.
I think everybody does.
What, a couple half sisters?
No,
Yeah,
just-
kind of.
Issues with family.
Oh,
Yeah. I have some aunts and uncles.
another base hit under a weird. And look at them, and they're going to send this guy too, aren't they? They sent them to the plate. You're up 5 runs in the 9th inning, and you sent the guy. Wow, that's Boston being Boston. Guess they're not happy with a 5-run lead.
And
Mickey says,
scores.
finish the school project and see the Yankees are playing like trash, like they usually do with bad teams. Yeah, you lose 2 games at home.
Yeah.
Indians
ain't lying.
at home if you include the series to the Guardians.
So just so we know, Josh Chisholm sucks at third base. Just so we know. Is that the school project you're doing? Creating a video game?
No.
What do you mean, no?
We're talking. I think it's Miguel, right? You're
Yeah.
talking to? Yeah.
Miguel's doing a school project, Max.
Oh.
We'll just get. Yeah.
He said yesterday that he's doing creating a video game, writing code to make a video game. Can the main character be Murdoch?
Yeah. Is it on the Oculus? We'll play.
No.
As soon as this game's over, I'm going right back on.
You guys are going to be playing with each other again.
Hey, yo.
Hey, if you get an Oculus, you can play with us too.
Oh, no, thank you.
DJ will get like seasick.
No, did he?
Yeah. No diddy on that one. Yeah, it was a quiz game. Had to write the code. Oh, I love quiz games.
Weird. That's what we were talking about with the one we were doing.
I love trivia.
Okay,
Like
escape
reasonable
room.
trivia, man. Reasonable.
I think it's escape room type stuff when you're doing a video game, right? Like if you're doing trivia type stuff, or it's a game show type of thing. But it's one or the other. And what we were doing the other night, it was the same kind of thing. It was like you go into a room and they're asking you questions, and you have to like come up with the dates or the times or whatever from from what it's talking about. It's
Well, we found out the terms of the deal for Truth to come back.
Was he really released and then they brought him back, or was it part of like the story?
Was a release and then fan backlash brought him back.
Well, he could have said no.
But this time he's not coming back under the name of R-Truth. He's coming back under his real name of Ron Killings.
Huh.
It's kind of a way to bring everything full circle for his career, because in TNA he was known as Ron the Truth Killings.
Yeah.
So do you think by the time that John Cena's career is up, he'll turn back into being a good guy?
I think so. I think before it's all said and done, I think his last match, he's a good guy.
I say that happens before December. It's going to happen at SummerSlam when he drops the title back to Cody. Because there's no way he's dropping it to Killings at Night of Champions.
I can't believe 2 of his matches in his farewell tour against Ron Killings. That's crazy. That 2 of them. Like, the creative, WWE creative is trash. They really are.
That's what I've been trying to
I
say.
could do so much of a better job.
I mean, TNA
for
creative is
decades. TNA what?
TNA has a much more creative setup.
I've seen them do some terrible, terrible gimmicks.
Yeah.
Terrible storylines. TNA?
Gizmo, even though that actually.
Who would bring a kid to a baseball game?
But at least they did the whole broken unit.
No, I used to go to them.
But we did the whole broken
What?
unit.
What do you mean?
We ate a lot of ice cream, had some hot dogs, did a lot of loops around the track.
I'm just gonna say this: for as bad as TNA is, they at least got the broken universe right. Yes.
Well, I'm talking like a 1-year-old there.
Oh no, yeah, I was
okay.
But I was still young. But yeah, 1-year-old. Well, it's kind of like, I think that's more for you than for them. I'm bringing my kid here for his first time. He'll never remember it, but I didn't miss it.
Yeah, put it.
At least I didn't
on
miss
him.
the game. It's terrible. That's a bad idea. That's a dad not wanting to miss the game. That's what that is. It has nothing to do with the kid.
Well, that's a dad and mom.
Or yeah, well, either way, it's a parents.
Yeah.
not really worried about the kid. They're not missing a game. What's that, Matt? I think you were singing. No?
I didn't hear anything.
I did.
Coming into the bottom of the 9th. Here we go. The big rally. We're going to win. Aren't you glad that Ratcliffe's having surgery tomorrow so he can't call in?
No, I think that's hurting us. His bad comments usually make us win.
Yeah, well, when he called in and typed in to talk his trash about the Knicks and the Celtics, Knicks just kept winning.
Yeah. Like, I'd like him to chime in before the game is over, so it's not like he won.
He was
like he could do this. He could help us bring it back to a tie pretty soon if he comes in.
He was totally responsible for the Celtics getting bounced in 5 games or 6.
Yeah.
6 games. Before Mets correct, 6 games.
So, Mets, you think that the Knicks are going to trade for? I can't pronounce his name. That guy from Milwaukee.
And Antetokounmpo?
Antetokounmpo? No.
I don't like it, but are the DK rumors still like relevant?
DK rumors? No, I don't want those either.
I don't like them either, but is that DK?
Who's DK?
Yeah.
Who?
KD, I think is what he meant.
KD.
Oh, sorry, KD. Yeah. Kevin Durant. Sorry, DK. Sorry, KD. I was going backwards. But
I was
Kevin
thinking
Durant.
Metcalf. I was like, Metcalf? What?
No, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's really sucked the last few years. He's been hurt a lot, hasn't he?
Well, he's older, and that's the reason I think that the biggest problem is. But like, I get why they're saying it, because like they need somebody that can play both sides of the ball. And right now, for some reason, you got either a guy who can play offense or he can't play defense, or he you know what I mean, one or the other. And you get a DK or a KD in there, and you can he plays both sides of the ball. But like you said, older, injury prone, and you're gonna pay a decent penny for him. So
Okay,
why?
guys, answer me this. You're all familiar with those old Looney Tunes cartoon shorts?
Yeah, for the most part, I think.
You know what the main reason why all the Acme crap Wile E. Coyote buys never works for him in catching the Roadrunner?
Why is that?
Made in
Because the
China.
Acme board of directors is nothing but Roadrunners.
Okay. Yeah.
I missed that. Were they in the cartoon? Did they show
It
it?
was in a comic strip that explained it.
That they were all Roadrunners? Oh. You're
Why,
seeing
it
in
was,
that. What's up, you seeing? The Knicks don't have the trade capital to trade for Giannis. It's true. They gave up five picks? 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges and what, 1 or 2 for Cat?
It was 1 plus Dante and Randall.
Just 1. Okay, so that's like that's like 6 first-round picks that they've given up already in their future for Cat and Mikal Bridges.
I realized we only have 4 of us. Where'd Mike go? Anybody see him leave? He just disappeared?
Yeah.
All right.
Usually what he does.
Okay.
Comes in, then he turns his camera off, then he talks, and then just leaves.
It was
We're
funky.
gonna start implementing that rule, though.
Yeah, if you have your camera off, you're out.
Yeah, if you turn your camera off, you're going backstage till you turn it back on. This isn't a call-in show. It's not a radio show. Miguel says, "I'm here." Yeah, but Miguel, you don't call in anymore. You don't do
Betts is giggly.
games.
Betts is super giggly. What's going on,
You're
man?
busy going to school and junk.
Ball bounces
You
back to
don't do no games no more. Ain't no yank and crank. It's
McConnell.
crank and crank. I don't know what's going on. Huh?
See where I'm here, I can't read the chat unless you put it on the bottom.
I saw Mets and he was smiling. I haven't seen him smile like that in a minute. So I was super happy. I was like, what are you getting over there? Or are you just happy with what we're saying?
I'm still laughing my head off over the fact the reason Wiley's products are usually sabotaged when he gets them from Acme, or because the Acme board of directors is nothing but Roadrunners.
At some point, you think they would have went to a different company, but
Wiley's an idiot. Whether he's trying to catch the Roadrunner or he's trying to catch bugs on every so often.
Oh.
Ben Rice hits one to the warning track.
Oh, good.
First out.
Even tried to take it to court, take the Roadrunner to court, won the case, and yet the Roadrunner still got away.
You seen? Yes, I did. Yes, you seen it.
Yeah, and we didn't give up the men's money in the bank.
I said beep.
Yeah, you guys didn't spoil that one. You spoiled like 60% of the show for me, but
Well,
at least you didn't tell me about the men's. So thanks, I guess.
that was probably the best part.
Hey, you solo.
I'm tearing up, bro. I don't know about anybody else. This is good stuff.
You're still tearing up about the Acme thing?
Just all of it in general.
I got a moth to swat.
What?
I have a moth to swat.
He's gonna mop the
No,
swat.
you don't have to do it. Mets, cup it in your hand and like throw it out the door. They don't bite. They're not bad. Don't.
I've
you
never
gotta-
heard that expression for taking a dump, but
So whether you're killing one or
I think the
Well,
most
not
recent one I heard was
not
taking
that
the
it
Browns to
matters.
the Super
There
Bowl.
it goes. There it goes. Another
not that it
one.
matters, but
Put
Aaron
it
Judge
on
is
there.
not bad.
Put
It is high. It is far. It is gone. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
That is ripped into right. Back at the wall. See ya.
Schmidt swings at the first pitch and launch it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track, wall. See ya.
Isn't this usually what has been the problem with the Yankees? Over-reliance on the long ball. I mean, 5 of the what is it?
Whoa.
All seven
What are you
of their
showing
run-
us, Mets?
What?
What's
up,
going on
Miggy?
here?
Oh, hi, Mickey.
What's
How's
up,
the
guys?
weather
What's up,
down
Mets?
there?
What's up, DJ?
Mickey
Sean
with,
Mac?
Mickey with a clean-shaven face.
He's looking clean.
Look clean, looks younger. You know that's because he's in college again, and he's trying to look good for the college girls. I know you're tricks.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. Too bad all my courses. Too bad all my courses are online, so I don't get to see anybody.
Ah,
But nah, it was hot. It got hot, so the beard was just starting to bother me. But
Real
Yeah.
Kelly.
Get all itchy.
it looks like I logged in just in time for drink and crank.
yeah. I'm blaming you for the Yankees losing 2 out of 3.
Nah, Mickey just came
I-
on and Judge hit another home run.
Right? Maybe I'll spark that luck.
Yep.
Where you at, man?
What's up?
Where you at?
I'm taking my dog for a walk right now, so I'm just taking a break. So
Oh, okay.
she's over here. Where's she at? There she is.
Look like you're at a
Oh.
stadium and she's on the stadium with you.
Oh
She's
no, I'm in
beautiful.
like some random parking lot.
Oh, okay. It looks like a legit it looks like there's stands behind you, and when you went down, it looked like there's a
Oh, yeah.
line on the field. Like
Yeah, I could have lied. I would have like coming live from Yankee Stadium
She's beautiful.
with
Let me
with the
see her
latest
again.
update.
yeah,
Let me
right.
see
Oh, my
her again,
Oma?
Miguel. She's
Let me
beautiful.
see there.
Oh
on.
yeah, beautiful dog.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Oh. Like I said, I'm a German Shepherd lover. We got a long hair coming soon.
Oh, nice.
Are you okay?
Yeah, she's a rescue.
Oh, cool. Good job.
She's
Hi,
cute.
Pop.
She wants to get walking again.
Yeah, you don't want to chill. Just listen to you talk on the on the chat. She's like, "Come on, man."
There
we
she
got
is. Now
things
she's calming down. There she is.
And Bellinger is walked.
How old is she?
She's a little bit over 5 years old now. I think like 5.5.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. She's an awesome dog.
Yeah, I've had one for 10 of them, I think. One at work.
She's my first.
hmm They're beautiful. They're very intelligent. They're very protective. They're everything you want, but yet they'll be wonderful with children and family.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
all
she's
how
great.
you treat them. It's all how you train them.
Oh yeah, she's very well trained.
Mm-hmm.
I even
Just
give her
gotta give her
military
some
commands. I'd be like,
exercise. That's all.
yeah, oh yeah. I give her some military commands. I'd be like, at ease.
Yep,
calm
there
down.
you go.
Right, Oma? At ease.
10 hook.
like, I'm gonna listen to the jet stream for a little bit. She's like, "All right,
Yeah.
that's
gonna
pretty
chill.
good. That's pretty good."
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna have her make her own account so she can smash the like button.
There you go.
She's gonna
Like
call
and
in.
subscribe.
She's gonna call in.
Right, have her call in.
Oh, the baby.
Can you believe
See how the Jets
that?
gonna? She could be like, the Jets are gonna finish 12-5, man.
Can you believe that Padilla just gave me only just regular dry food today?
12-5, man.
Right? No, she didn't get any treats.
12-5, man.
Like
No,
you guys
she's
need
spoiled. Nah, she gets spoiled.
Colts
I believe it.
right now facing 0-2 from Stock.
How the Yankees doing? Because I'm not really watching the game right now.
11-7. Last inning, 1 out.
Still
Man on
down.
Boston.
Nah, it's
7-11.
Judges hit another
Too
home
little.
run. Second of the game.
Sounds like too little, too late.
Yeah.
Colts make those next one.
And they were up like for the first half of the game, man. Like it was weird. Like they just fell apart. It was,
Well, Boston scored 11 runs from the 5th inning on. 2 runs in the 5th, 5 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. So
Damn.
Judge has two
Was it,
2-run homers.
Usually the bullpen's pretty good at picking up the slack when the starters don't do so good. So, seems like it's an off night for everybody. At least on the
Been
pitching
off
side.
series for everybody. And looks
It's all good. No harm, no foul. I mean, what the Red Sox are like 12, 11 games back.
yeah. They're still
There'll be
up.
10 games back in the loss column. So
Yeah.
Yankees
As long as the
is
Yankees
still
don't
on
get into a
pace
rut,
to-
we'll be all right.
Yeah, Yankees still on pace for winning 99 games, 98, 99.
Yeah.
Ball 3. Reno Chisholm.
Oh yeah, Yankees are still definitely the favorite to win the division. Make it to the ALCS. I'm just worried about the Tigers. They seem pretty legit. They got a pretty good record against the AL East and even the National League. So
111,
they're definitely to be worried about.
down 17 in game 2. Bank and 1.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. It was good talking to y'all.
See you later, Biggie.
See you later.
Man. I'll be listening in. All right, man. Till next time. See you. Yankees.
See ya. That's a beautiful puppy he has there.
Yeah. Like German
20
Shepherds.
point lead for the Thunder. Under 4 to go.
Okay.
I think it's safe now. Series will be tied 1 apiece.
All the Chapman's coming in.
All right, Chapman, time for you to blow it.
Not really a safe decision until at least one more batter gets across the plate.
Well, I think it's a 2-run. Was it 2 or 3-run? 2-run lead, and the tying run is on deck.
No, it's a 4-run lead. Tying run in the on deck, and the winning run in the foxhole.
Tying run on deck. Yeah. So obviously, winning run is then in the hole.
So, anyone staying up to date with the Stanley Cup Finals?
It's 1 each.
Yeah, no.
Tomorrow night.
Basically,
Nick
both
in the
games
house.
gone into overtime.
Murdoch, some point in the near future, going to have you on for wrestling trivia. Hell yeah. Love wrestling trivia. I love all trivia.
Yeah,
Depends on, but it depends on like the type too.
I love
Mets
all
are welcome as well.
but all of it. But I like it.
But Mets cheats. Mets Googles things up. You can't trust Mets. Seriously. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, if Mets don't know it, he'll Google it and then he'll blurt out the answer. Be like, who wants to be a millionaire? You don't like phone a friend. It's trivia. You know it or you don't. Like, we're gonna have to. If Mets is there, Mets has to like have his hand up the whole time. Yes, he has to like he has to like this. So because you can't trust him. It's a fact. It's not like talking bad. It's a fact. He will Google it and Mets in the bank.
That doesn't agree.
Mets has those fast fingers.
Yeah. He's
Miggy got
really
late game.
he's
Miggy got
one
late
really
game trivia. Miggy's gonna come through with late game trivia. Hell yeah!
They are moving the Muppets to the Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios.
We got one out left, Miggy. So
And 2 strikes to play with.
we need a classic Chapman implosion, but he's got only one out. He only needs one out, so that's like, damn it.
Base hit or drive in too.
Yeah, and then bring the tying run to the plate. He usually gets beat. He gets beat a lot on his breaking balls. You know, the guy still throws 101, so he got his breaking balls. What's the postseason record between the Yankees and Red Sox all time? Wow, all time. How the hell is anybody gonna know that?
Not, you know who knows it? Miguel.
And Volpe loses his bat again. You know why Volpe keeps losing his bat? And that's how he ends the game. Strikes out and just tosses the bat into the stands.
It was on a split finger.
Yeah, and you know why? He doesn't have a knob on his bat. You see this?
Jeff McNeil doesn't have a knob on his bat either, yet he keeps a good grip on it.
You see the knob here?
Yep.
Yeah.
See how it's like a cap? His bats don't have this.
Nope.
So it's just ends like right here. That's why he keeps flinging the bat into the damn stands. He's gonna kill somebody one day. I'll just make this up here. They faced each other in the playoffs a whole bunch. I'll say
I'm going to say 37-19, New York. Bird Dog, are you Googling it?
no. I just got my head down. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. When did they play in the playoffs? Now, here's a weird question. That 78 game where Bucky Dent hit the home run, does that count as a playoff game?
Yes. That was a playoff game.
It was a one-game playoff, right? So
Yes.
that's a playoff game.
Say,
I think that's the first time they met in the playoffs then. Right? Technically? Because they've always been in the same division.
oh yeah, that's right. They before when they didn't have playoffs back in the day.
Right.
So I'm going to say 17-12.
Well, if I could think of when they played each other in the postseason. So like 99 for.
I'm gonna wait for you guys' answers, and I'm gonna go something in between.
7 for the Yankees. 7-4. Ten 10-8.
I can't
I'm
Google
gonna say 12 and I'm gonna say 12 and 12.
because I got to hang on to my iPad.
No, 13 and 12. 13 and 12 Yankees.
I say 14-11 Yankees.
17-12.
You're just guessing. I don't know how many times that they faced each other in the playoffs though. Like,
But if I
So
win,
Mets, what do you predict?
Mets.
so I think my logic is sound. I'm me thinking that 1978.
I think I beat you though. I think I win.
12 and 12. So I was right the first time, and then I said 13 because of that one game playoff.
See.
Is that right?
That's right.
So we both went over though. So we. Both
So I
went-
was right, but I still might be right. I was right. Then I don't know. How do we classify this?
That's a
You went
one-game playoff.
You went over.
Right. I'm adding that. Right. I said 12 and 12, but then I said, well, the one game playoff wouldn't that be 13 and 12?
Yes.
So you lose.
And I said 17
I don't know.
and 12.
He might got it wrong. If
Plus
he's
the
not
nobody's
including that.
won yet. What Mets? What is your guess?
Huh?
He didn't guess
Yes,
anything.
yes, it does.
I didn't guess at all
Oh, okay.
because I wasn't paying attention.
Ah, man.
Shocker.
Well, this game's just about over. Series is tied up. Final score: Thunder 123, Pacers 107.
Mm.
No comeback tonight for the for the Pacers. They'll have to go. Now they got to play 3 in Indiana.
All right. So how do we do this, Miggy? I said 12-12, and then I said 13-12 with the 1-game playoff.
Feel like you need to do another question because like we all lost.
Oh no, I'm just saying because I asked. I said, does that game count?
Yes, it does. It's a playoff game.
No, but is it counting in his question? You know what I mean?
Of course, he's right.
Yeah, he's right. You're wrong. So it is.
Okay,
Come
so I
on,
said
Mark.
12-12, and then I bumped it up because of that
Oh,
one
come
game.
on. Take your loss now.
No, I'm taking the win. That's a crazy question. I can't believe I even got close to it. What'd you guys say? Like 112? And I was like, you guys are all over the place with
No,
that.
I
I
said-
was like,
16 and 11.
I
I
said
was
you guys had some crazy numbers.
I said 17-12. 17-12. But I was thinking before the playoffs even started, when the division winners, there was no playoffs.
Listen, Murdoch wins.
That's what I went with
You win
14.
the
All right.
Take the win, TJ.
Murdoch won. Yes. Yay, Murdoch.
do we all get participation awards?
Well, you live in California, so yeah, you probably do.
You know we do. You know for sure we get it there.
You're in a liberal city, I'm pretty sure.
I get extra. I got like 3 awards for this one thing that nobody even knew was going on.
No, but you might not. I don't know.
But I got 3 awards for it, so
You get a participation trophy and a 3rd place trophy and a sorry you didn't win trophy.
Yep. But I got them all.
And then you get a better luck next time. Better luck next time trophy too.
I just put them all on my trophy shelf. They're still winners, you know what I mean? I still take pictures of them.
And one day you might get one of these trophies.
Wow, look at that. Buffalo 10, New York nothing.
See, I'll never feel like Mike because I got participation awards. Oh, God.
You guys kill me.
There you go.
The AL tiebreaker didn't count, so I was correct.
No, you were wrong. You still
No.
got it, even though he gave it to
Oh,
you.
he said the AL tiebreaker didn't count. I said 12-12, and then I
And
said
then you changed
13
it to 13-12.
if they have that playoff game.
But you changed it. So you should have known it didn't count.
No, I don't. Because,
Come on.
no, because
You
it's
changed
gold.
it. You
GJ,
said
I could
12
have just
12.
busted my
You
balls
went
right now.
13-12.
But it was no. I said 12-12,
And he lost.
and
If
then
you're
I
gonna
said,
put
well,
money on
if they
something,
count
dude,
that
it
playoff
is
game
it.
in '78, it's 13-12.
That's right.
That's right. I said if they count the playoff game 13-12. But he's saying
Was
they
that your
don't.
final answer? Your
My
But your
final
votes
answer is
were,
I
the
win.
votes were already
13-12.
in. The votes were
That's
already
my final
in.
answer. Murdoch wins. I win. That's it.
Well, you already won because you were closest.
No,
Yeah,
I got it on the. I got it on the dot.
I see how it goes. It's your show.
I got it on the dot.
It's probably 14. I probably won.
Oh, I used to win most of the trivia and other shows too.
Miguel and you are talking behind scenes. It's all right.
Yeah.
14 and 11 is the real thing. That's
All
okay.
right, now
See?
we're colluding. Now we're colluding on YouTube trivia.
Now, see, that's why you were looking down because Miguel was texting
Oh,
you the
Jesus.
answer.
I was deep in thought. My hands were like right here.
See what you did,
Where were
Miguel?
Where were your hands when you were deep in thought? Just kidding, man.
I'm gonna go shoot some zombies. Yeah, you're killing me.
No, yeah, that was actually really crazy. That you were really close. I had no clue.
I was on the money. I was 12 and 12. I was on the dot. What are you talking about? I wasn't close. I was precise.
But that wasn't the final answer.
Yes, it was. It was 12 and 12.
You were really close to
Unless they count. I said unless they count that playoff game in '78. I even got the right year, and the guy who won the game was a Bucky Dent. You guys, where's Michael Caputo? Where's Caputo? Caputo's gonna be like, "You guys suck. This sucks."
He's gonna, yeah, dude,
Yankees
he's gonna
suck.
body snatch all of
Contestants
them for messing with you, dude. In his Cadillac. You all going in the trunk.
The Yankees rule. So
Let's
where's
get
Red
more.
tonight? Did he get sick?
Family
over
time. Family time with his son.
I was gonna say, did he get sick drinking that Coors Light?
Wouldn't surprise me. I don't think his body could handle it.
Yeah, Yang Lang. They stopped selling Yang Lang. He's done, dude. We won't see him for a while.
Yeah, he literally like bought them out of Yingling at the bar.
Yeah.
He cleaned them out.
Yep.
Ain't nobody else drinking Yingling in that neighborhood but him.
He walked in and what the heck? Who was the what?
From?
I'm thinking of it. Indian guy. The Indian guy, the clerk says, You bought me out of Yinglings. And Red says, we got to order more.
Like the Quickie Mart guy from Simpsons.
Yeah. Do you guys have grocery stores in the big city like that?
Me? I don't live in the big city, but yeah, we have grocery stores.
Like New
We
York
have
City.
Albertsons and New York City. I don't know. I think they do, but it's weird the way you go into the building. It's like, I don't know. There's like parking garages for like a Ralph's. Like I don't have that out here. Like you just park in the front and then you walk into the store. Like they have it's like a parking garage to get in there because like there's nowhere to park. Like where are you going to park in the big cities? Like that's San Francisco, Vegas, New York, probably the same thing. I've been to New York a few times, but I never really paid attention to that part. We're either there to party or I was there with my family for like Christmas and we went out to the Christmas tree and I showed the kids and, did that thing. Went out there for a wedding one time. But for the most part, the city is just, it's just chaos.
Yep. Same thing out here. We just park in the parking lot and walk into the grocery store.
Do you guys throw all your trash on the street too? Or no?
No.
That's a weird concept to me. I don't know. We have different bins that we each put out for our houses. And like when you go down the middle of the street in the city, there's like a pile of trash bags the size of like a pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
in the middle of the road while you're walking across and there's a bunch of homeless people. It's like, I don't know how cool this is. It just doesn't seem as cool as like they try to make it on TV.
Yeah, I mean, we got garbage cans and, like you said, bins and so on.
Yeah.
But I mean,
me too.
not like in New York City, and when they go on strike, it's just like piles and piles of trash.
Yeah. And they pay more money to live there than we do any of the places where we live.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I see Miguel put up the thing.
Breakdown, yeah.
Yep.
The proof that I was correct on the money. That's what he put up.
Goodness gracious. We know you were correct.
Huh?
I thought it was showing that you were one off.
No.
Oh.
No.
He was on?
No, it's 12 and 12. It smells like fish and cheese.
Yeah,
Among
I see on TV some of those rats are dragging around practically a whole pizza.
It's famous pizza rat. All right, children. Time to wrap up. Yankees got a lot of work to do. Mediocre first place team, if we're going to be honest about it.
Salute, y'all.
What was I going to say? Got to go shoot some zombies. Mac, I'll see you in there. Any closing argument?
You know what that means.
Yeah. No kidding. Is there a game tomorrow night?
There is not a game. The Yankees' next game is on Monday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday, they'll be in Kansas City for a series. Starts at 7:40.
Then they go back to Boston, and then they're shipping up to Boston on Friday.
Correct.
So if you two want to join the monster hunt, we got a couple days.
We have a 2-day getaway in Moscow.
2-day getaway.
little whisk away.
Whisk away. Gentlemen, it's been a
For
pleasure.
a cute little getaway to Monsterland. Any closing arguments from the lads?
Nah, man,
Well,
it's good to see everybody, bro.
I have to say it, so I'll say it. I hope the
Go ahead.
Jets. I hope the Jets trounce the Steelers in Game 1,
That's right.
and the Buffalo Bills will win 3 Super Bowls before the Jersey Giants and the Jersey Jets make the playoffs. Now, Red, I hope you heard that. And Superman Josh will do all he can on the offense. On the defense, well, he can't play both sides of the ball. Is that other show on now? I heard that before.
What show is that? You can follow us at
Jersey Jets sounds so much better.
It's true.
It does ring better, but New York Jets.
The New York Jets or the Jersey Jets.
New York Jets Monster Hunters.
You know, a lot of people refer to them as the Jersey Jets and Jersey Giants.
Everyone, see you guys Monday. McAteer.
See you in a little bit.
I'll see you.
See you guys later. See you, Matt. See you,
I'll see you in our virtual dream world. No Diddy. Platonically. And, just broing it out.
Yeah.
Mets, you want to close us out with a PG-13 version? Earth to Mets.
That's about
Mets. Stop watching Asian anime porn.
Dude, you're killing me, bro.
Mets.
What?
He was looking at some animated nipples. I said, you want to close this out with a PG version?
Comment, like, sub to all these content creators. We're done for the night. Goodbye. Good friggin' night. Dang.
Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.